Are you not entertained? Is that why you are here?
Lucky bastard.
You being sarcastic or something, my son?
Fool, you should never mix your drinks.
What are you retarded?
We'll have to take this abuse much longer.
You're a fool! You're a fool! You're a fool!
Oh, that's what we call diarrhea.
You think this is a fucking joke? This ain't Kenny camera. There's no hidden cameras.
Oh shit, I've said fuck. Oh fuck, I've said shit.
Don't be an arse. Get a weapon collector, arse.
I could knock him out in the shed.
Are you kidding me? That is crazy.
I wanted to turn up a pistol, a shotgun, and a machine gun.
Stop it, please. For God's sake, please stop it. There's no more time.
Is that why you are here?
All right, everyone. WeaponCollector here. Yes, finally, I'm not late. You're early, as the hand of the king says. And thank you, Sir Persia, for pointing them out. Pointing them out that they was wrong. Hello, Tom and Cheryl. How you doing? You're right. I've got my drinking shirt on tonight. Just getting the chat up so I can read it properly. And we'll be away. All right, let's relax. Hello, Rich. Rich, thank you for the donation today. I really do appreciate that because, yeah, I had not, basically up until the point you joined in, I'd had about 60 quid for the giveaway. So, yeah. What am I drinking tonight? Let me just turn the fan down a bit because I can't hear myself. I can't hear myself think. Oh, I'm boiling hot as well. I need to cool down a bit. Right, what am I drinking tonight? Let's have a guessing game. My favourite thing. What do you think that is? What do you reckon that is? Hello, my queen. Hello, Metallic. Nice to see you on. Hello, Nick. How you doing, Nick? Thank you, Rich. I do appreciate that, mate. You have helped me massively. Not Budweiser. I have had a can of Budweiser. I've already been accused of drinking a bottle of piss today. Nick said piss from someone with kidney disease. No. Peter Pan said that piss. No. Hello, Peach. Leon says, please say yes. It's not the first time. It's not the first time tonight I've pulled a bottle out and someone said to me, what's that piss? Happened on the way up the shop. I was talking to someone. And that someone, if you're watching, if you comment, I'll say hello. But you got to comment first. I ain't had time to send you the link yet, though. Persia said Prosecco and apple juice. You're getting closer, Persia. Persia knows the secrets. The dad said, my company has gone to trade Pokemon with a mate. The grown-up's mate. Fuck's sake. Little while sound, that's so funny. Oh, God. Ruben, lad, how you doing, mate? I got a new pokey stick. This is great. I need to move something. I can just use that. If I need to move the camera, wrong way. That's better, I reckon. What do you reckon? Leon said, best weapon on the wall. What, to use or to look at? That one. Pete said, vodka and juice. No. Ruben said, you are looking really well since the transition. How did you know? And who told you? So my channel's been doing okay. I've got 8+ subs in the last few. Oh, that's good, Rick. Nice one. That's all them muscles you keep showing. Bird said, protect with orange juice. No, as it needs it nice. No. I'll tell you what that is. That right there is champagne. Actual champagne as well. That's a 40 quid bottle of champagne in that bottle. Completely flat. And I'm going to mix it with some watered down tonic water. Yeah. 40 quid's worth of piss. Yeah, champagne. Yeah, sorry, Pete. Champagne. So, what do we call champagne and tonic water? I thought maybe I came up the cocktail. I thought of champagne. Champagne would be what it's called. YOLO said real guns. Oh, this is still backwards. I forget about this. YOLO, this one goes out to you.
Are those real?
Real. Put it this way. If I pick one up and put it to your face, pull the trigger, will you be dead?
Yes. Right, yeah, that's pure champagne in there. 40 quid's worth. It's can't remember what it's called now. Black label champagne. I'm gonna mix it with tonic water. Shandy's sister. Nick said I was gonna say desperate, but that sounds mean, so I won't. No, that's all right. That's quite a good one, yes. Let's try it. This is 12.5%, so I'm gonna mix it half and half. That'll mean that this stuff will be about 6.25% when I drink it. Mixed half and half. Yolo said, "Nah, this ain't explaining." What do you want to know? If the question is, are they real? Yes, they're not a hologram or a picture. If you mean, are they firearms? That's a completely different question. And as Pete said, English, please. Yes, thank you for your work, Fazio. And don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Right, let's try it, shall we? Hopefully, it doesn't taste like fucking crap. Look at the colour of that. That's what champagne should look like. What's brut champagne? That's like really dry in it, which is what I fucking hate. Do you know what? That's totally drinkable. Beware, though. I could drink stuff that makes other people puke. So if I say it's nice, it's probably fucking horrible still. I bet it tastes like piss. It's nice, mate. I won't keep downing it, though. Because, yeah, that's not bad. The tonic water goes with the dryness of it. Yeah, that's not bad. That tain't bad. So how are you lot anyway? You all right? Yolo said, I got a Diamondback upper with an M-lock barrel and a super switch lower. I have real firearms, bud. I'm from the USA. Good for you, mate. Good for you. I bet you can't tell me what that gun's, though. What that gun is, and I'll bet money on it that you couldn't tell me what that's called. Hang on, which way is it? I can never remember. There you go. That gun there. What's the new band name? Metallic said, is it sweet like piss? How would I know? How would I know? I've never drunk piss. I wouldn't know that. I wouldn't know what sweet piss tastes like, my queen. So how dare you? Totally drinkable. Yes, add it on there, Pete. You can have that one. Cheryl said, champagne spritz tonight. No wonder you got your posh shirt on. I got my drinking shirt on. Sharon and Tom, don't forget to get into the giveaway. Richard is the top donator right now. Richard said, what's the partying shirt out for? Celebrating or planning a late night stream? Rich, if I'm drinking fucking champagne, mate, we're having a late night. I'm not celebrating the money you sent me earlier. But I do appreciate that, though, Rich. Anonymous Moose said, FAMAS. No, wrong. Let me go and get my fucking sounding machine so I can go. I can't fucking find it now. Where is it? I fucking moved it. There it is. So, Anonymous Moose said, FAMAS. Nope. Wrong answer. I'll take my trainers off and everything. Stoyan said, what a wall. That is behind you. Thank you. Thank you. Glad you like it. Sharon said it's a bull pop Japanese thingy. Nearly. I'll give you extra points for calling it bull pop. And I want someone to put that as a band name on for me. Bull pop Japanese thingy. That's my band name. Someone please put that on for me. Curbside said, evening from Southeast England. How you doing, mate? That's pretty much my area. Southeast England, yeah. He said, not Japanese. No, that's wrong, though, as well. It's not Japanese. But, yeah. Bull Pop Japanese thingy. That's my band name. Good Soup said, Holly Gun. Wrong. That was my Arnold Schwarzenegger impression. Wrong. That was worse the second time. It's a lot worse the second time. So anyway, what have you lot been up to? It seems like me putting on five shorts today, not on my body but on YouTube, has made that this didn't get many viewers tonight, and none of the shorts did either. So I fucked up today. Should I listen to you, my queen? I should have just put on one a day. Survivalist said it's a Chinese Type 86. Oh, you're nearly right. There's a little bit more to it than that to accept it, Survivalist 84, but I'll take that. You've done good there, mate. There's a little bit more to it. Hang on, though. I'll give you a half of a... That's what you get there. You don't get a full applause. Shut up. That didn't count. But I said was worth a try. Yeah, I just thought if I put a load on, there'd be a load of views, and it'll help the live streams later. Sheldon's Air said, cute little collection you got there. Why thank you. Curbside said, been trying to make some good content for my YouTube station. What do you do, Curbside? What do you do, mate? Nick said, didn't see a single one of those shots, so they've definitely gone into the abyss. Yeah. I put 5 on today, Nick. Yeah. Pete said, there's a Chinese Type 86 says bull pop rifle. Yes. Cheryl said, well, Tom and I have watched all your shorts. Like, thank you. Do you mean me getting dressed and putting my shorts on, or do you mean the videos I put on? Because it might be both. But I appreciate it either way. Tat said, I got all the notifications, but I still can't comment on your shorts. That's weird. She likes to comment on my boxer shorts, though. What are they? I can't remember what they're called now. What are my boxer shorts called? Well, there, yeah, French knickers. But what's the make of them? What's the make of my French knickers? High impact. My high impact French knickers. Curbside Recycling said UPVC recycling, windows and door waste. I'm the only man on YouTube doing it. Oh, nice. Well, if you keep going at it, Curbside, I'm sure you'll get some success if you're the only person doing it. Do you put all like descriptions in and all that, and do you work on your thumbnails? I don't work on my thumbnails. I'm a bit lazy with that, but I've been on YouTube for 17 years, so I had quite a following before that mattered, if that makes sense. YOLO said Bullpup Mini 14. Wrong. Berger said, why do you collect guns? That's weird. I need to get that clip. Real weird. What it was, Cheryl, my fucking boxer shorts were so old that they don't actually, if you hold them up, they don't hold the shape of a pair of boxer shorts anymore. They look like French knickers. I don't wear French knickers. They just look like them. And they're see-through. So I've got boxer shorts that are so old, they're see-through, and they look like French knickers, and they say high impact on them. And my dad's waving at me in the background or something. What are you doing? Dad said, after the film finished, I told him I had to get through your shorts. I heard it as I said it. Hello, Barn. And he said, there's no way you live in the UK. Yeah, I live in the UK, but everything I have here doesn't need a license, mate. Curb said, I mainly do shorts. All right, sorry, the comment. Shut up. I'm getting there, nearly 5. Yeah, keep going, mate. Keep going. And I'll tell you what, you're always welcome to come on here and get chatting with people. And, chances are people might come from here over to yours. And if you remind me, I can't do it now. I'll come over and I'll subscribe to you. If it sounds interesting. What do you recycle it into? Or is it just recycling it? Big Johnny. Why would I tell you my address? Hello, Mr. Beast India. How you doing? Virgil said, be a real man. Don't wear any. That's what your pubes are for. Pete says, fuck me, it's Obama. Christopher Angeli said, fuzzball. Good for you, mate. YOLO, you're pretty much right, YOLO, but that's not the full description of it. Yeah, Mr. Beast's son. She also said, but Persia, you don't get pubes caught in the zip. Look, do you think I could be Zipper Man if my pubes were stuck in my zip? Maybe I like the pain. Maybe I like the pain from ripping out. Christopher said it's a movie. Look it up. I can't, mate. Tell me all about it right now. Come on. Geish said, hey, do you have a TT-30 pistol? No, I don't. Some bloke called Saint just died. I've never heard of him. Who the fuck he is? I have no clue. Hello, Saint. You're new to the channel. Pete said he don't have a T-30 fan. Christopher Angeles said you look like one of the cops there. Not a cop. Definitely not a cop. Definitely not a cop. Look that up. Sheriff said, no, braided with beard piece. Hold him out of the way. Fucking hell. Curbside Recycling said, it all gets made into pallets and made into plastic window frames again. Gets granulated as small as baked bean. Mad stuff, but doing well. 60 tons a month. Nice. Nice one, mate. Oh, I'm glad that's good for you. Saint said, went out for a 4-mile run. I've never been more soaking than today since it's raining so heavy. And he said, yeah, mate, I'm new. Everyone welcome Saint. He's new to the channel. Yeah, it's fucking hammering it down a minute ago, wasn't it? It has been raining quite bad all day. But about half an hour ago, no, about 10 minutes ago, it was pissing it down. How long have I been on? Okay, maybe half an hour ago. Then 10 minutes before the stream. So half an hour ago. Yeah, it was hammering it down so loud that you would have heard it here. Hello, Bill. How you doing, mate? Yeah, not too bad. A little bit quiet tonight for a vertical, but good for a standard one. How you doing, Bill? You right, mate? Natasha said, what do you do? What do you make curbside? The Black Ops Ghost said, this guy is whom I'm going to the zombie apocalypse. Bring me some booze and we'll be all good, mate. I'll protect you. Hello, Tony Teeters. Can't touch any guns. In fact, I'm going to put this walking stick away because of it's got a like a fucking grip on it that, you know, you never know with the fucking demented algorithms. Saint said, yes, really heavy enough where you could hear it through the walls. Yeah, definitely, mate. The same here. Hello, V said, are you a serial killer? No. Sadly, I'm not. Hello, V. How are you? Guy said, any Soviet pistols? No, I don't have any Soviet pistols at all. Jack said, maybe make a car. I can't touch guns. YouTube doesn't like it banner. Oh, yeah, I could do. I don't know. I thought about like doing that, my queen, but I don't know. It's still interacting with people, isn't it? I know it comes up a lot, but I don't mind. It's still interacting with people. Yeah, you know what I mean. No, Saint said he has no Soviet pistols from my understanding, mate. There you go. Cheers. What's everyone else drinking tonight? And I don't care if it's coffee, water, piss. Yeah, let me know. Yeah, I kept feeling dizzy on the way up the shop, but I think I've barely drunk any water today. So when I got in, I did drink at least a pint of water. Black Ops Go said, "You into paintball?" Not really. I potentially, I would do it, but I've never bought any paintball guns. I've never been. Jackie Schuler said, Weller 12. Yeah, what's that? Is that a whiskey or something? I'm drinking a 40 quid bottle of champagne that's been made completely flat, and I'm drinking tonic water. Bill said, talk to Andy from Andy's Solutions out in Germany. Great crossbow pistol channel. Gets overlooked. Are you familiar with him? I am vaguely, yes. I am. But is he the one who did the original magazine, like the magazine, not magazine, but the frame idea for like the Junzing type crossbows that Joel Sprabb didn't like? He also said, Robinson's Blueberry and Blackberry Squash. I know how to play. You do. You do know how to play, though. Jack says a bourbon. Nice. Scary Game said, is that a Glock 45? No Glocks up there. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone, by the way. Nick said, Pepsi Max Lime with a soda stream, from a soda stream. Ordered cherry, but they sent me lime instead, the wankers. So now I've got much further. That's sake, Nick. I feel for you, mate. I've been chewing on lemon and lime chewing gum for the last year because I bought fucking loads of it. It's really cheap though, so it's worth it. But yeah, I feel your pain, especially if you want something else. I had some mint chewing gum the other day, and it was like the first time I've ever had mint chewing gum. And you know when you have like a new chewing gum that's like cherry flavored or something, and it's fucking amazing for that first chew because it's a new flavor. Mint chewing gum was like that for me the other day. We know how to party, that's what I do. Hello, Michael Clark Jr. How you doing? You all right? Can I ask you a question? What's your dad's name? Saint said the Nick's knives. I used to have one of those, but we got rid of it because we thought it was more expensive. That was really cool. Yeah, we've never had one, but I've used one around my friend's house. They start doing shit like trying to put milk in it just to see what fizzy milk would be like. And any twattish shit you can do. Zeke Merritt, how you doing? Richard said, had to bulk buy a load of arrow shafts. The UK said I used to buy my arrows from. It's charging £7 a set. I'm building my. That's a lot, isn't it, Rich? That's a lot of money. Sidant Yoshi, how you doing? Sorry if I butchered your name there. Pete said, was in a shop today and they haven't changed all the fizzy pop labels to the 90s ones. Oh, they have, as a vintage cool. Oh, no, that's pretty cool. Hang on, Pete, how would you know? You weren't even born then. Joking. How old would you been? I don't know. I'll take him with it. Pete, when was she born? Well, us on the Discord got to see Pete's nipples today. You know. I'm in one of them moods today, Peach. Bill said he was the first one to come up with an open frame magazine for pistol crossbows. Yeah, that's the one, and George Brad didn't like it. Saint said, yeah, I think we did the milk once. Conrad said, I see your stream again. The algorithm's kind to you. Thank you, Conrad. Well, it is. I appreciate it. Nick said, Saint, I've done the maths and it's cheaper for me personally. I think fuckload of pop though. Pete said he was born in the 90s. I'm taking the piss, Pete, anyway. I love you, mate. I fucking love you. I think you're great. Would you like to know what the bet is that I put on you? Although if I shouldn't tell you though, because if I tell you what the bet is, you could make it happen or not happen. I think you'd make it happen though, because you're good like that. Oh, KMI, I do remember you. How are you doing, KMI? Yes, we wondered if you'd be back or not. KMI said, I've had a couple of pints with the lads. I can't be upset. They're good. Cheers, mate. I'm having a drink. Cheers. I hope you're having a good one. Pete said, no, I know what it is anyway. Oh, you do? Yes. Well, I may have to make you some leather stuff. I'll have to make you some leather stuff. Richard said, that design is no good, has no power. My magazine is far better. Yeah. He's quoting George Sprav there. So I remember him commenting that. Yeah, he's a dick, wasn't he? What was the bet? The Dropped wanted to bet when we would see Peach looking like the leather-clad bloke from Mad Max 2, who has like the straps and that and like the mask on. And I know the exact date that'll happen. I know. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone, by the way. I know the exact date when it will happen. I know. So I'm winning. A said, Ye O-Tech seems solid, but anything else than that? I don't know what that means. Richard said, just walk away. Pete said, donate to WCE's having to drink piss to feel a buzz. I am. Look at that stuff. Look at that. Yes. Yeah, I think it was potentially, it was the one from Mad Max 2. Yeah. Is his name Lord Humongous? Is that it? That's who I think so, Pete. And I predicted, I've got an exact date for it. Don't spoil it, my queen. She said, when he goes to that Wasteland thing in America again. That was it. That's what I said. I said, when Pete goes to the Wasteland weekend, that'll be exactly when he looks like it. Yes. And I'll even supply the leather. I'll supply the leather. If we can win this bet, Pete, we'll go half and half on it. I shan't said, are those guns real? If you mean, are they holograms? No. If you mean, are they firearms? No. Anyway, I shan't. This one goes out to you.
Are those real?
Real. Put it this way. If I pick one up and put it to your face, pull the trigger. Will you be dead?
Would you be dead? You would, because you'd die of fright. Him, DK, Ollie, Iato. Hello. You want my wall, do you? Well, do you know what? You can buy a banner. I forget that. You can actually buy a banner of this exact gun wall to put on your wall. In the link of the description, and into the description and the link that's in the chat, you can go to my Teespring, and people have bought them. You can actually buy an exact copy of my gun wall. It's a banner, the same size, it's real life size. So it's like 7 foot long, 5 foot down. Yeah, of my gun board. Get yourself one, and you can have your own gun wall on the wall. Then, without saying, you can spot the difference with my. Well, yeah, because there are some changes. So said everything has a price. Just make sure you have a grabber lorry because walls are heavy. Yes, yes. No, they can have a cloth version. That's good enough. Him said, no, I just need to get thrown into Destiny's path to fix evils from the world. Nice. How you doing, Space Cadet? Thunder76 said, are those guns real?
Are those real?
Real. Put it this way. If I pick one up and put it to your face, pull the trigger, will you be dead?
Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Yeah, how you doing, Space Cadet? You're right, mate. What have you been up to today? Been up to much? Jared said, how much guns do you have? Loads. Loads and loads and loads and loads and loads. Who knows what that's a fucking quote from? Actually, it's not loads and loads and loads and loads. It's lines and lines and lines and lines and lines. Who knows what that's a quote from? Yeah, 399 guns. I had to give one away. I had to give one away because it was so special that not even the army had it. I'm joking. We know someone who likes to claim things like that. Pete said, how much guns? 50 grams of guns, yes. Person whose name I can't pronounce said, do you have any knives? Yeah, I've got knives. There's knives there. See that knife there? I made that one. See that sword there? I made that. See that knife there? I made that. Yeah, I got knives. I got a knife there. I got a knife there. Mother said, what is your next knife? Multi-tool crossbow. Newton, my next knife will be something I make. The next multi-tool, I don't know. If someone buys me one, I might have one. Crossbow, again, I don't know. Maybe I wanted to save up for one, but I can't remember what it was now. Mateo, Night Freak, Jared, TSK, how you doing? No bazooka, no. So it's a duo knives there, as there are knives right behind him. Yeah, you literally see one there. Mateo said, you want to try get hold of the MOD knife? There, it's oh God, that's a bother. That's too much work. That felt like work, that did. See that sheath? I made that. See that knife? I didn't make that. Hello, Barney. How you doing? I had a look over to your door when I walked past. I saw it open. Pete said, "Do you have eyes, chat?" Richard Griffiths. He said, "Hi, mate. How you doing? It's this fine Saturday. Not too bad, mate. Not too bad. Cheers. I'm drinking champagne and tonic water right now because that's the kind of man I am. Yes, that's the kind of man I am. If I scroll down for 5 minutes, I'll even find a clip that would be relevant to go with that." Fuck, man, there's too many clips on here.
I know what kind of man you are.
One that drinks tonic water and champagne because it was free. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Jared, do you have an AK-47? No. But you see that thing there? That's a bullpup AK-47, essentially. Riker's boring content said, get a gun off the wall. I can't. You're not allowed to hold guns on live streams. Saint said, getting an MOD knife is one of those things you find in a car boot for a tenner. It's a shame they're 70 quid because they're really good. Yeah, they are quite a lot of money for, I think, quite a basic knife. It's a good knife, but I think 70 quid's a bit much, really. Space Cadet said, usual shop. What's that? Then your bros, is that saying? Then home, putting a video together, 6-day highlights, was testing 357 Magnum. Nice. That sounds good. Unknown said, I need motivation, chat. I've been fasting for 12 hours. Well, if you come to the right place, if you don't want food, chat, I'll tell you that. Him said, I never touched a gun before. I left the institute and I played video games, especially shooters, my whole life, so I did really well. My first time pulling a trigger. Nice. Nice one. Joseph said, do you have a 12 gauge? 870. No. Well, there's some DIAC 12 gauge up top there. Metallic, what was you saying? Oh, I need to get myself an MOD knife. Yeah. Oh, I was trying to do a swap, wasn't I? I wanted to do a swap for a sheath, but the video didn't really get sent to anyone. So, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't mind if anyone wants to do a swap, an MOD knife. It don't matter if it's old as fuck either, or fucked. If you've got an old shitty MOD knife, I'll swap it for and you've got a new one. I'll do you a sheath for it. Maybe not as nice as that sheath. It depends how nice the knife is you've got. An old shitty one, I could still do you a nice leather sheath like that for it, or mate, I've got a couple of different MOD sheaths here. They're all nice stuff. I'll do a swap for you. Pete said, so's the Moss 500. Oh, what we're saying is really, the Remington 870, yeah. Oh, here's a question for you. I know someone who wants to get a new air rifle for hunting. What would you recommend? They don't want to spend more than 200 quid. You can get loads of air, and I'd probably recommend something with silencer as well. It's just less noise, isn't it? Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Bill said Ruger Air Magnum. Oh, and he wants a spring. Sorry, yeah, he wants a spring air gun as well. Yeah, no PCP. Yeah, you're right, Pete. Yeah, I'll tell you what, that champagne and tonic one, that's not bad. You got to make, I'll be honest, because that's actual proper champagne. Like fucking Prosecco, just the smell of it makes me feel sick. Because that's proper champagne. It wasn't bad anyway. It wasn't terrible, but it's not the kind of shit I drink anyway. But it was going to get chucked away, so I said, no, I'll have it. Save me some money. Yeah. Pete said, I sent the link I sent a few days ago for Air Rock. Yeah, good idea. Yes, exactly, Pete. Yes. Yeah. Bill said Magnum Spring $165 right now. Nice. Yeah, I'll have a look into it. I did have a look today for them. Someone I know has been given like a Oh, okay. Basically, I didn't know whether that was a spelling mistake. Nice one, mate. He said Sabros is a local burger truck. Nice one. Yeah, I didn't know whether it was a spelling mistake. You know how it is. Nice. That sounds amazing. Joseph Johnson, how you doing? I am from England. Southern England. Where are you from, mate? That's it, Space. That's where I'm going to get it. I'm going to recommend him to go to Pale Packs because they'll deliver straight to your door. There's 40 people watching. Don't forget to like the stream. Last night, there was, I think, 120 likes, which is really good. And 5,700 views, again, which is mental. Yes, don't forget to like the stream. Chat with us about whatever you want. I let him off for the food top, Pete. I did ask him what that meant, but I appreciate you moderating for me. Richard, Mike, is your bro still great? Yeah. He don't get chance to do videos as much as he wants to because he's working a lot now. because he took over our dad's business. Hello, Penny. Penny, thank you for that book reading. I appreciate it. I've downloaded it now. I downloaded it tonight. Got my special shirt on, Penny. Thank you. Persia said, Mike is the king of... What am I the king of? Piss artistry. Saint said, to be fair, if it was a serious inquiry, I'd potentially sell mine. But it's 2.25, 12 foot-pounds, so as powerful as pork pie hitting something. Well, yeah, but that's the legal limit, isn't it? I mean, Barney said, your door's always open, Mike. Just like Nan's door, you know. I know, yeah, that's it. So that's it, Barney. King of weapons, yes. Seth said, I had a life sentence, but my lawyer showed I was remorseful and the judge dismissed the case. Good for you, Seth. Good for you. Richard just got a notification with the pry bar shot. Maybe that's why that's why the fucking views are just shot up. McPherson, sorry, said, what's the bullpup there? That is a Norinco, a Chinese Norinco type 86S bullpup rifle. Basically, no, it's not a FAMAS, no, not French, Chinese. And it is basically a it's basically a bullpup AKM. That's why it's got an AK, it's got an AK bayonet on it. I'll tell you what, Joseph, don't be disheartened by that. Genuinely, I've never known anyone to get that right. It's very, very rare. Because, yeah, I've never known anyone who didn't, you know, like had already researched it or something, or you know what I mean. Yeah, it's a weird one. Looks very, very much looks like a FAMAS. Yeah, look up Norinco type 86S bullpup rifle. Saint said, you heard from Liam lately. Maybe I've not been getting notified, but he seems to be more quiet. Other than his medical stuff, you've told us. No, he seems all right at the minute. He's actually been abroad somewhere with, I don't know if he's with friends or family. So I haven't had a chance to look. But no, he's been uploading a couple of videos lately. So yeah, you ain't been getting the notifications, mate. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone, by the way. Yeah, so he is about and he has been uploading. Yeah, he went to some maybe a museum or a nuclear fallout shelter somewhere, possibly in Germany. Yeah. Kerr98 said Chinese, it will probably fall apart after clip. So that's as solid as any AK, I'll tell you. But no, Liam, as far as I'm aware, Saint, Liam's all right. Yeah, and he has been uploading. Yeah, it's the usual bullshit YouTube ain't sending you them, and it makes you, as far as you're aware, they're not uploading anything. And then you got to look on their channel, and they're fucking, yeah, been uploading every week for the last year. You've seen none of it. So I hate the YouTube algorithm. It's not a fair way to do videos. It makes no sense. If you subscribe, I can subscribe to someone and click all notifications and get nothing if I miss a couple of their videos, because it then assumes you're not watching any of their videos. McPherson said, why is nothing on the wall newer than the 1990s? See that knife there? I made that about 3 years ago. So, fuck you. If you, well, because I haven't bought any guns for ages. I can't afford to buy guns. That is a Daisy 2003. That's a lot later than the 1990s. That crossbow, that's about 5 years old. 2020. Suck on that. Grim Rotten said, show us that knife, please. What one? That one? Do you want to see that one? Get liking, everyone. Don't forget to like the stream. Don't forget to like. What if you press refresh, Saint? Does it still say 23? Yeah, I made this one. I made the sheath as a short of this on today. It's got an antler handle. I really, really, really need a piss already. Fucking nightmare. Tell you what, I probably won't be back in time, but while I'm here, if you ever wanted to support this channel, there's super chats now, so you can leave super chats if you want. but there's also a thing called Coffee, where you can donate straight to my channel. The link is in the description, and the link is also in the chat if someone puts the word ! Support. I'm going to play a little 30-second video now showing you how to donate. Hello, Drop, by the way. And I may not be back, but you just have to look at the weapons. Right. See you in a bit. Oh, Queen's in the background. She can entertain you for a minute.
Bit of a fuck up, really, isn't it?
It's not a fuck up. No fuck up.
You think this is a fucking joke? This ain't Kenny camera. There's no hidden cameras. I'm being absolutely straight with you. A fucking joke?
It's a fuck up that I broke the seal earlier. Right, don't forget the light stream, everyone. McFadden, someone said everything on the wall was deactivated. Please tell me he didn't actually butcher those. I didn't butcher anything. There are things up there that do shoot. There's no firearms up there, though. Because in the UK, if you have firearms, you need a license, and you also need to have them locked in a safe. So everything up there is like display things. Yes. Who's up for a late night chat later? Persia said he is. Penny and Drop, you up for a nice chat later? But yeah, Penny, thank you for my book reading. I do appreciate it. I'm going to have to start getting on them soon. Drop said, thank you for the help, Persia. Really needed it. Metallic said, sorry, was feeding a soggy cat killer. Yes. How's your beard now, Drops? After you cut it really short. Mine's gradually going back now. Richard, I'm game. If you love me, of course, Rich, of course. Don't forget the light stream, everyone. Thing is, McPherson, if you shipped them out the country, you'd probably get about 10 years in prison for that. D-Back fan said, what's that airsoft? Which one? See that there? That's an airsoft. That up there is an airsoft, and that over there is an airsoft. Not this thing here, but above it. McPherson said there are legal ways to export fire. Yeah, but not that. You wouldn't be able to export. To even have that in the country, which would have been an auto. That was banned in America. You wouldn't even have that in America yourself. That was banned in America. There's no way you would have that in the UK. That gun, yeah. You look it up. Look up the Chinese Type 86 bullpup rifle. They was banned in America, so you wouldn't have got it legally exported to America anyway. And there's no way we would. Yeah, that is. Look it up. McPherson, I'll bet you any money you like. If you put some money down, I will give you the money. I'll genuinely give you the money. That is banned in America. That is banned in America. You cannot own that in America. Although saying that, actually, no, because the laws have changed, don't they? So I will actually admit I'm wrong there, because I've just remembered. The 1990s automatic gun ban has been repealed, hasn't it? So maybe you can now. I'll take that back. I will take that back. But that was banned in America, though. No, so I'll take that back. Yeah. Saint said the biggest gun dealers in the UK struggle to sell to EU, let alone America. Hello, Darth Trudeau's back. No, I'll take that back. No, you're right, McPherson. I will take that back. I remember now. That was banned in America, but I think they repealed it, didn't they? And they bought it back so you could have the automatic weapons again. Yeah. Yeah, a part of the assault weapons ban, that was part of it. Yeah. No, fair enough. But anyway, here's what it is. You know what I mean? Ralph Ackman said, "You look familiar. Are you a veteran by any chance?" No, definitely not, mate. Definitely not. Definitely not. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone, by the way. Come on, say hello, have a chat. So anyway, what have you all been up to? Pouring myself a drink. I'm having a drink. It is currently 10:30 in the UK. The one and only said, "Hello, mate. Hello, how are you, mate? You all right?" The person said the AR-15 was airsoft. Said, "Yeah, that is." So everything on here, as I mentioned, if I did have a firearms license, which I don't, I would have to have them locked up in a safe anyway. So that's a DIAC. That was a firearm once. The shotguns were, apart from the Spaz 12 over there, and that's a BB gun. That's a replica. That's an air pistol. That's a BB gun. That's an air pistol. That's a replica. Gridmaster said, "I've got 12, but real. Love it here in Arizona." Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough, mate. Cat's a bit slow tonight. Okay, no. But yes, I make knives and swords and weapons is my other thing I do. Thing is, I haven't actually collected any guns for fucking ages, literally years. I haven't bought a gun. I think the last gun I bought was a Daisy Red Rider. That's the last gun I bought. Before then, I hadn't bought a gun for probably 15 years. Because I make more things when I buy now. McPherson said, "Why not move someone with better laws that you can have the redo?" Well, there's a hell of a lot of reasons why that wouldn't be a possibility. I probably wouldn't even be allowed to move to America, let alone potentially even go on holiday there. I wouldn't be able to afford to. I don't have a passport, so I can't go abroad anyway. Wouldn't be able to afford to move to a different country. If I went somewhere like Finland, if they don't all speak English, I wouldn't be able to understand the country. And also, genuinely, I don't mind our gun laws because I know this sounds a bit weird. I like to collect what I collect. And if I wanted a firearms license, I would apply for one or a shotgun license. Yeah, you'd be surprised because at no point have I ever been out and thought, "Oh shit, I might get shot." Do you know what I mean? Was it your birthday recently, Persia? Why didn't you tell us? You should have fucking told us. You know I don't write this shit down. Persia, my birthday was in Wednesday. I got food poisoning on Thursday, and I've been ordered lots of mass-produced shit to satisfy my capitalist greed. Well, I've seen you doing that. I've seen you buying your capitalist list. Or your fucking whatever it was. But just to know that. Yeah, but it ain't to us. Happy birthday, Persia. Can't believe you didn't fucking tell us, you shitbag.
What, are you retarded?
You're a fool! 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 You're a flippin' fool!
And if I ever actually find the birthday clip, you can have it, but I don't think I've got it. Hello, Hanley Van Logenberg. I ain't got it. Peter don't have the birthday clip. I never did it. Sadly, Persia, don't you know? I'll play your favourite though, which I've surely got on here. This one goes out to Persia on his birthday.
I've always respected you.
I've never been fond of you.
Cheers.
And when I was younger, I could have taken you any time.
Love you, Persia. Bob at Cowtongue said, Jamie Corbyn fan. You can fuck right off, mate. No. I'm not a fan of any fucking politician. Fuck off. None of them. They're all fucking... I'm going to stop there. Sean, 3 hour break. How you doing, mate? You right? Fancy coming on for a little chat later? On camera like you did last time?
We don't tolerate religion or politics in here.
Let me just do something, just for Persia.
Happy birthday.
Congratulations, it's your birthday. It's time for lots of fun. So roll this card up nice and tight and stick.
Oh, it went off when I went back to the other thing. Right, let's go back and do it again.
Happy birthday.
Congratulations, it's your birthday. It's time for lots of fun. So roll this card up nice and tight and stick it up your bum.
Happy birthday.
Don't make me bloody moderate things, you lot.
Oh, bum!
Right, back to the vertical streams. I need one of these. But me saying I want to fucking shoot myself. First, I love the dedication. Give me a headache, as Drop said, you all should have reenacted that scene when you had the time. Well, maybe. It's not like I won't see him again. Richard, Mike, was that you and Persia when you met up on the road trip? It was. It was. Metallic was filming us. Metallic was filming us. Saint said, who gave this Mike bloke moderator? Oh, God. I don't want to moderate. Don't make me fucking moderate my own live stream. That's what moderators are for. Fucking useless. Persia shaved my beard and everything. He did. Shaved his beard, got his hair out. Well, it's 42 people watching. Don't forget to like the stream. Cooling down a bit now. So, Persia, what did you do for your birthday? Apart from fucking not tell us. Cheeky fucker. I'm insulted by that, Persia. You should at least told me. I'm going to look back now to see whether he messaged me that night and left me hints. I'm having a really good day today. Just like the day that I was born. Fucking Rajimax on. How you doing, Ken? You right, mate? And he said, I don't mod much. As soon as I click on the users, they've already been hidden. Oh, no, that was Richard saying that. Fucking hell. Rajimax said, you might just about to crash out in Aberbrand. That's what he said. How you doing, Ken? You right, mate? Second favourite Scott there. That's a good place to be. Richard, I don't mod matches. As soon as I click, they're already gone. Saint said, you got to do one of those YouTube boxing matches. That'll definitely get more subs and views. Fucking hell. Who am I gonna be fighting? Clamp Motsua said, you're allowed those in the UK, or did you move to a better country? Piss off. There's nothing wrong with the UK. Nothing wrong with the UK. It's a great country. But that's a nice one, Ken. It's been pissing it down all day here. I hope it's brighter there. Ken said he's good. Sucked these nuts. Gave one single dot. Don't get the light stream, everyone. Richard, did you? Oh, Mike versus Slingshot Warrior. You took one for the team there. Mr. 999 wasted. You get him over here. I reckon I could take on his. I reckon I could take on his. Do you reckon I'm quick enough to beat a bit of that? And then maybe one of these? You reckon, Rich? You reckon I could take one of these? Hang on. Do you reckon I could take one of these, Rich? Do you reckon? Do you reckon I could handle that? I'm not sure. Barney said, Mike, make me a mod. Maybe, Barney, maybe. First, I said, Richard, I knew you were going to say that. Clamp motor sewer. He said, except you can't say anything about the... Yeah, but why would I say that? President, I don't know. I've seen some of his stuff. Saints, and I remember you're all talking we did on Twitch. Proper funny. Fucking moderators doing my head into like you are. Might have to make some more mods just so people do some fucking modding. Okay, Clamp, good point. Yeah, but the thing is, I'm not gonna. It's not that I don't want to talk about that, but it's not something I'll talk about anyway because it's a political. That I would class that as a political and a religious thing. Both things I don't talk about. You know what I mean. As Max said, Ben just rescued me a Mac. Half your comments missing there. Virgin said, I was seeing all the messages. I wasn't seeing all the messages. Should be good now. Thank you. Trey, how you doing? You all right, mate? What was happening, Ken? Is it pissing it down where you are as well? Natat said, it's this weekend. We're all here to chill out and then giggle. No talk about all the depressing shit. I know taxi. Nice. Yes, Ken. See you at the next meet, definitely. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That'd be good. Trey said, I'm good. I'm not too bad. There are some people being a bit weird tonight. Usually most of the evening, most people are all right. But I don't know, there are some people coming on being dicks tonight. I don't ever get it. I don't get the... I would never go on someone else's channel and go, your country's shit. You know, fucking hell. Grow up, man. It's just like they're fucking 5-year-olds. You know. Who the fuck says I want to live in a country where everyone can carry a gun? Who says I want that? I actually like our gun laws. I like them. Because I don't ever have to think someone's going to shoot me. Purchase said the weather has... But it ain't just that. It's just the more... Why come on someone's channel and talk shit about their country when they know nothing about it? You know what I mean? Absolutely nothing about it. Term said, do you think a horse is stronger than a dolphin? It depends whether the dolphin's out of water or the horse is in the water. Good question, though. Mopal said, please take a rest and drink some water while you're streaming. I shall. I'll drink some water now. It's a bit of a funny coloured water, but I do appreciate you telling me that. Penny said, Penny mods. Everyone bitches at Penny. No. Fair enough, though. I get it, Penny. I get it. I don't mean to. And I try not to because I feel a bit, yeah. I don't know. My apologies, Penny. Saint said, my EDC blade I got is a flipper that's 2.5-inch blade and a slip joint. Just making sure it won't cause issues with it, Mike. Since apparently it's an automatic knife to some place. Well, technically, even if they say that, it ain't though. But the risk is you'd have to go to the police station. You'd have to get arrested, go to the police station, argue it, potentially go to court and argue it, just to prove that it wasn't. Is it worth... The problem is that worth it? You know what I mean? But that could happen with anything. That could happen with a Swiss Army penknife, you know. No, it's not. A flipper is not a switchblade and it's not illegal. But if a policeman wants to be a dick and genuinely, really, really, really wants to pressure you into saying you know, and arresting you, take you to the police station, making a sergeant charge you. That could happen, yeah. That could happen. Is it worth it? That's the problem. Sometimes you have to think, fuck it, you know, is it worth it? You know what I mean? Hello, Khalid, how you doing? Thank you, I'm glad you like the shirt. Yeah, Penny bought me this. Roger Mac said, can't wait to cross streams with you guys again. She we include, yeah, that'd be great, Ken. Looking forward to it, mate. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Term said, we called Switchblade's Rib Ticklers. Nice. Yeah, that's a lovely name for them. Khalid said, I have Tommy's shirt from GTA Vice City. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I'd like that. I am supposed to be getting one from Mr. X, but I'm not sure if he got my email or not. I did send him my email with my address, but he hasn't replied, so I don't know if he got it. But as you said, I wouldn't argue with a cop about it in the street regardless. You would be in the right, but risk a weekend. Well, that's a good point, Persia. Yeah. That is a thing. Because the thing is, as soon as you do start arguing with them, that could be classed as like resisting arrest and shit like that. And so, yeah, although it's totally legal, you should be able to carry it. It is legal, Saint, definitely. The problem is some police don't know their own laws that they're upholding. And they'll, yeah. Like I've had stuff taken away from here and I've had to be arrested, taken to the police station, interviewed. And then, you know, 3 hour, but Sean, yeah, they are still illegal, mate. Yeah. Positive mental attitude said, do you have a sword that can shoot? No. Well, yeah, I have one attached to my body. It's the only thing in my older age that still performs the same as I did when I was fucking 20. I'm sure there are some other things in my body that still perform the same as when I was 20, but I know that one definitely does. Artemis has got his comment deleted. I can't see it. YouTube user, are you in the UK? Yes. Have I tried Asda's new? Nearly got me there. You nearly got me. YouTube user, you nearly got me. And had you got me with that one, I would have actually been. I would have found that quite funny. That's a good one. That's a good one because you can't get chucked off of YouTube for saying Dicks Insider and Game Insider. Nice one. Yes. This one goes out to YouTube user. It's going to take me a while to find this.
Is it worth it? Oh yeah, it's worth it. If you're strong enough.
And I did mean to put that on. Tracy, I'm playing. I need a Dead Inside, Dead Island 2. It's fun. Allard Jansen, how you doing? You all right? Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. So it says, sometimes I wear my vest. I carry my ADC and have a snood on. I've stopped doing that as I'll probably get arrested on Section 43. Yeah, if you have a certain look to you, certainly could. Artemis said, are you a weapon expert? No, I'm an alcohol expert, a piss artist. I could probably say I'm semi expertise in horror films, potentially. Weapons. Oh, I could show you how to make some things. Maybe I've got expertise in showing you how to make things. I made that. My dad said Dead Insider. I imagine that's not very tasty. Someone needs to make that Dead Insider. Someone has to make that. Someone has to. I'm going to make my own cider called Dead Insider. That doesn't even make sense. Fucking hell. Oh, God. Artemis, I have no idea what the fuck you're even mentioning there, mate. Bleed said I only wear my vest showing when I've got my SIA badge on. Yeah, fair enough, mate. Do you still want your stick, don't you? You said it didn't matter even if it was next year, did you? Or is there a time limit, Khalid? Because I still want to sort you out a nice stick. But it's just, there's been so much shit going on. Clinton, have you ever shaved with your knives? Not properly. I have a little bit. I've tried it, but not. I've never had a proper shave with a knife. I don't think. Roger Mac said Mike is an attitude expert. Yes, yes. It sounds too political, so cautionary note to step forward. You do whatever you like, like Green and Penny and any other mods. Alan said, "Do you have a shop?" Well, technically, I do have a shop. Exclamation mark shop. Thank you, Drop. Drop knows the score. Click that link and then click follow. And any new products that go on there will be put on there. And then you'll get notified. Yes. But anything like this. Right, so there's a giveaway going on right now. If you're in the UK or Ireland, you can win something like that. In fact, it's better than that. Saints said, I shaved my arm hair with a blade. Just hurts. Probably because of the terrible edge. Yes. Yeah, I often used to have like bald patches on my bald patches on my arms. Cleed said by next year because I'll be using it to go camping with my wife in Norway to protect us from wolves. Nice. Yeah, I'll sort you out then. As long as I know, because I haven't forgot about you, mate. I thought that I remembered all of that. I just thought, have I remembered the time right? He also said, don't forget to take into consideration that you're 6'4". And yeah, yes. It depends what you want. I could make you one that should be able to fit you, and you could potentially cut it down yourself and then fit or I could, yeah. Or things like the yardsticks, they're that size anyway. You know what I mean? Like that is the size. But yeah, you know, we'll sort something out. Trey said, can I see a pistol? I cannot touch any guns, Trey. Don't get to like the stream, everyone. Bird said, I love a good sharpening bold square. Yeah. Yeah, a fucking bold patches on your arms there. Sean, how you doing, mate? He said, hi, mate, how you doing? Have you heard of Jim M? Thank you for... Right, Sean, you're a decent bloke. Thank you for that. He said, hi, mate, how you doing? Have you heard from Jim M? I've been waiting for someone to ask this. Might have said before, he's local to me, so really enjoys videos. So, Sean, I texted Jim because I was a bit worried about him because I hadn't heard from him for fucking ages. And I was a bit worried. I thought, you know, I love Jim. He's a fucking proper decent bloke. You know, he's a real life friend of mine. You know what I mean? So I texted him. He said, doesn't have to be told, just a bit more of an average. Yeah, nice one, Khalid. So I texted him, and he is all good. So I'm going to read you his reply if there's nothing personal in it. So he said, hello, Mike. I'm a fucker for not looking at my phone. A bit in limbo at the moment because my hips and knees are stopping me from walking more than half a mile. It really sucks. I did make a video a couple of weeks ago, but all I did was moan, so I didn't use it. So he's all good as, you know, he ain't dead or nothing. Do you know what I mean? But he ain't really getting out to do anything, so he's not been doing any videos, sadly. Yeah. Because I do my legs after seeing the rookie with Albertino. Saints said, Cleed, Norway, Denmark are all amazing places. Hope you have a good time there, mate. And tell us how it goes. Yes, yeah, do tell us how it goes, Cleed. Roger Mac, there's an E in English, an E in Welsh, and an E in Irish, but no E in Scotch. What am I? Oh, I don't know. Hello, Goober Ham Bowers. Nice rack. Why, thank you, sir. Fuck's sake. I think I'm hilarious. I don't know about you lot. It might be the fact that I'm drinking quite strong booze. I think that was fucking amazing, Joe. Don't forget to like the stream. Oh, Roger, mate, I ain't fucking sure. You're some kind of whiskey. You're some kind of whiskey that doesn't have an E in it. Virgin said, what do you get hanging from apples? What do you get hanging around? Don't fucking mix these things up. Ken's number 2 Scotsman's doing his thing at the minute, please. I know you're number 1. Currently says you're number 2 though. Let's let Ken get a bit in here. Oh, it was whiskey. Oh, so when you write whiskey, you write it without an E. Fuck, arc it to me going here. Sean said, thanks for that. I've been missing his walking videos, even his shed guys. You know what, Sean? I'm the same, mate. I love Jim. I think he's a great bloke. Highly entertaining. I could listen to him talk about fucking mud or something, or a wall. He's very knowledgeable. He's a very likable bloke. I love him to death. I think he's great. So yeah, he's all right. He just, his hips and his knees are fucking him up, and he ain't really had a chance to film anything worth putting on. And it's funny, Sean. I've been sat here thinking, like every couple of days, I sit there and I think, hopefully someone brings Jim up on the weekend so I can remember to tell everyone. And it hasn't happened for a while. But I've been wanting to tell you, but then the weekend starts, and then I start live streaming and I forget to mention it. But yeah, he is all right. It's just, yeah. No, I love Jim. I think he's great. And if I had the clip that he was in, I'd fucking play it. Fuck it. Let's go on to the other stream and just go on. Hang on. Here's a little tribute to Jim M. Greatest video ever did. Well, there's a little one here. No, fuck it. Let's do the one. Where is it? Little tribute to Jim M.
Found ya. Stay on the floor, shut your cake hole, and use your King Lears for once in your life, you fucking mug. It's a tough world out there for a grizzled East End enforcer. If, like me, you need quality accessories that you can rely on, get your ass down to Mad Mike's Quality Crossbow Accessories Emporium. Fucking wallop, son. Get your ass down, Mike's. He'll give you the quivers, he'll give you broadheads, and he'll give you aids. These novelty bayonet cocking aids are a worthy addition to any pistol crossbow setup. Excellent handmade gear at basement prices. Mad Mike's Quality Crossbow Accessories Emporium! I told Mike you'd buy him a coffee. Don't make me a cunt.
I do love Jim. He's great. That was Jim M. Yeah, look up Jim M. Make sure you get the right Jim M, because there's 2 on YouTube, I think. I think when you search Jim M now, it'll come up with him first. Johnson, every time I see that, it never looks like Jim. Oh, God. I love a bit of Jim M. He's great. Great bloke. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Don't forget to donate, because I'm a very poor man from a poor family. Can't think of the rest of the words to that. But yeah, if you want to donate, there are super chats, and there are the coffee website. The link is in the description and in the chat. And you can do one-off donations to go straight to my PayPal. Radin Max said Mike gave me AIDS. I've given quite a few people AIDS. The thing is, though, Ken, as you know, some people paid to have AIDS off of me, which, that just says it all, I think, The ones who took, I am a starving child, yes. The ones who, had it for nothing, that's just a normal thing. I'll give you AIDS if you want AIDS. Some people paid. To have AIDS off of me. People was queuing online to get AIDS off of me. Sparing his life with monstrosity, yes. Galileo! Don't make me sing. Hello, James Murphy. Are they guns? Yes, they are. Sean's laughing. Peter Beelzebub's put the devil aside for me. Fucking hell. Can't do it. Bird says, don't. I'm not singing fucking Oh, God. Randy Max and I shall donate 2 points or your choosing at the Jolly Wagoner. Yes. I don't know if I've. How far is that from the fucking camping place? You know, I ain't up for walking too far, mate. If the Jolly Wagoner is our camp, yes. Carl's been telling me he's been stocking up booze. Carl will be getting us fucking paralytic anyway, I think. Hello, Deep Shot Prime. 45 people watching. Don't forget to like the stream, you motherfuckers. Richard said, I am just a man that nobody loves me. He's a mallet from a short family. Dick. Look, get it right, mate. Get it right. There's no dwarf. It's dwarven. Dwarven. Within spitting distance. Nice one, Ken. That sounds good to me, mate. That sounds good to me. There's Mal watching as well. How you doing, Mal? And how you getting on with that great big fucking knife you bought off me? Because Persier wanted that one. What Alex said, it's the pub before you turn into farm. Okay, fair enough. Nice one. Nice one. Nice one. Nice one. Yeah, Persier. Mal is the one who Ken's with Mal tonight. Mal's the one who got the big old fucking the massive predator looking Bowie knife. Richard said, I love you really much. I love you too, Rich. Jock said, how does one turn into a farm? Well, you turn into anything these days, can't you? You know, there's no fucking, anything you want. You know, we all know about attack helicopters and all that. If you want to be a farm, you can be a farm. Got any plans tomorrow? Lay in my bed for most of the day, hungover. I'll do that till about 8 o'clock at night, probably. Don't get to like the stream, everyone. This is quality entertainment. The best you'll ever see. This one goes out to the viewers.
It's a tiny bunch of nutters being watched over by a large team of moderators who encourage these people to think they have something worth saying. And people like you take them seriously, whereas nutters should be ignored. That is the proper purpose of a nutter, to be ignored.
Hello, Callum. How you doing, mate? You all right? Metallic said, one eats copious amounts of raw onion, then proceeds to smell like one. Yes. Saint said you should be out in that shed at the crack of dawn. Fucking hell, Saint. So once the champagne's gone, I'll be on the vodka. I've already been on beer. That bullshit about never mix your drinks is the biggest load of horse piss I've ever fucking heard. Although I do tend to have hangovers that are very, very long and make me bedridden. I got that clip on there. I can't remember. Yes.
Bloody fool, you should never mix your drinks.
I landed quickly. I've been mixing my drinks and I should proceed to mix my drinks the rest of the night. What, are you retarded? I noticed earlier I had a swig of that champagne, pretty much gave me instant headache. The only thing that's stopping me knowing I've got a headache right now is the drunkenness. I can deal with it, get drunk. Sean, with Now and I's fucking great film, innit? Lindsay said, show us an AR-15 or an M1911. Lindsay, I can show you the greatest gun or guns you'll ever see. There's one. And there's the other. I hope you liked it. Get your wang out, Headbutt and Bullets said. Not well, if you come on the late night live stream and donate 50 quid, Headbutt and Bullets, I'll get my wang out for you, mate. I'll get my wang out for you. Saint said, hello, by the way. Saint said, I've only been proper drunk twice. Once was with my dad, wouldn't recommend. And the other one was I was drunk after half a bottle of straight vodka. Woke up the next day, still spinning, terrible. Yeah, I don't recommend it, mate. I do that every time I drink now. I can't not. I'm not the spinning thing, because the spinning thing goes away after a while. Like the more you drink. When I stopped drinking for ages and then started drinking again, yeah, I was puking and the room was spinning. You don't get after a while, that all stops. But yeah, no, that puts you off drinking, though, doesn't it? Council, I remember for some reason I think it would have been a good idea to drink white Russian Bailey's creamy cocktails. I've never been so sick. Yeah, you know the last time I was sick from booze, I think it was booze anyway. Now Metallic might tell you differently, but I blame it partly on food poisoning. I reckon from dodgy salad. But fucking hell, I drank some gin around Metallics. I shouldn't be reminding us of this because I was hoping. I was trying to pretend it never happened, my queen. See that? You're full of shit. I may have drunk like 700 ml of gin in about 4 hours, right? Maybe 5 hours. I may have done that, but I also may have ate some salad that was unwashed. Last time I was around Metallic's house, and fucking hell, I puked my guts up so bad that I couldn't stop, and I was puking literally all over her bathroom. And I'm sorry, my queen. I did clean it all up in the end, didn't I? But I mean, I was puking all over her bathroom. And you know what, my queen? We must have a really good, fucking beautiful friendship because you still like me, don't you? I don't think you liked me for a day or two afterwards, but you was all right in the end, weren't we? I love you, my queen. I think you're great. Saint said I was in the fetal position, sucking on one of those cheap lollipops for about 3 hours before I went to sleep. But in the end, I had to go out all day while I slept it off because I couldn't use my bathroom. Fucking hell. I was bedridden. I was bedridden the next day. So that feeling where you can't control that gagging sensation, there's enough to make strong man cry. Fuck me. I haven't puked like that for years. I never puke when I drink. Never puke when I drink, ever. It was just all coming out of me. And do you know what it was? Do you know what it was, Saint? The tax said, I'm not laughing. Who the hell stands up to be sick? Well, I do. Because I stand up and I even stood up and about that far away from the toilet seat. You fucking love it. William said, God loves you. Thank you. Thank you, God. The Booze 2.0. Still not laughing. William Ruby said, a FAMAS. No, it tain't. Saint said, laughing at from the time. Was it everywhere? Everywhere. Or just a little on the floor? Johnson Mike goes, no, it was fucking everywhere. It was every fucking where. Thank you, William. I'll tell you what that is, William. That's a Chinese Type 86S bullpup rifle. No, it was everywhere, Saint. It was everywhere. Because when I ran into the toilet seat was down. And I couldn't get it up in time. Which is something that never happens to me. Metallic said he didn't lift the lid of the toilet, so it sprayed all over the room, and he had to go at me loudly at 5:30. But my queen, we're still best friends, aren't we? And here's a little hug, and I am sorry for it. I really am, and I'm sorry for having to go at you. I love you, my queen. But it wasn't good, was it? That was about 3 weeks ago this happened. No, about a month ago, wasn't it? We were not that night. No, but we're all right, aren't we? That's the thing, my queen. We can get over these things. We can get over these things. William said, is that a boat gun above the carbine and the skill? I have no idea what that is, mate. But no, it's not. Are you all right tonight, my queen, anyway? So I said, we are now, but I'd advise you not to do it again. Shall I just whack my head out the window next time? That might be better. I'll feed you plants. Feed the foxes. They'd love a bit of puke, they would. Randy Mac said, Mike got the wrong end of the stick about camping. All he heard was talking of pegging. Guys, that never happened. That never happened, Ken. That never happened. Don't you be telling everyone about that. That never happened. That's our secret. It's hard that we are now, but I've advised not to do it again, yes. Hey, I'm Davant, said nice accent. Thank you, mate. Can I forge a cod piece? I could. Would like me to forge you a cod piece. It's hard to wake the neighbours up that way instead. No, just don't be a dick with your drinking. No, I won't do that again. I wasn't. It was that salad. I'll tell you what actually happened, right? So that night, we'd been out to get like a Too Good To Go type thing, but we also got an Oleo Too Good To Go type thing. She's got on camera now. Are you all right, Michael? I've not been a dick. Metallic. I can't tell. Take a picture of your face so I can see if you're right or not. I am joking, by the way. No, it's all right. I'm not trying to be a dick. If you genuinely think I'm being a dick, I'll stop. I'm not. I'm not trying to be a dick. I drank too much. Bagged Milk said, are those guns real? Hang on, mate. I'll tell you. Oh, fucking, I just moved the videos.
Are those real?
Real. Put it this way. If I pick one up and put it to your face, pull the trigger, will you be dead?
The Dropped has got a new name. Dropper. Hey, Dropper. Hey, Dewdropper. The Dewdropper. So a boat gun, as far as I'm aware, is like a punt gun. But I do not have a punt gun. That's a shotgun up there. That's a deactivated shotgun. The Dewdropper. Hey, Dropper. Is this the average room of America? No, it fucking ain't, mate. I'm English. Don't forget to like the stream. PS3. How you doing, PS3? A bit behind the times, aren't you? Even I've got a PS5 now. And I'm always behind the times. But anyway, we bought some salad from this bloke and he poisoned us, I reckon. Saint said, I think you'd be an A&E if you tried shooting a bunker by the shoulder. Yes. Yeah. They're like very big bore, like single shot guns, aren't they? Yeah, no, that's the shotgun up there. Phoenix said, we need to turn away from our sins. Please, guys, follow Jesus. He is the way and the light. What if you don't believe in Jesus? What if you don't believe in him? But Metallic, just so you know, I wasn't trying to be a dick then. That was my confession in a way. I was confessing my sins. Because we hadn't spoke about that since it happened. So I did feel really guilty. Metallic said, and that wank stain is now blocked. Nice. Wank stain's good though. I hope people have been putting in my fucking band names tonight, by the way. Right, 49 people watching. Don't forget to like the stream. That was my confession. I've not spoken about it since. Brohim, bro, you have 47. I am Agent 47's shorter, fatter cousin. Agent 52 is who I am. William said, no guilt. You and your love are a saint. Thank you. Thank you. I dropped you up for a late night chat later. UG Dusted, how about disassembling those on camera? You cannot touch any guns on live streams. Penny in the Drop, you up for a late night one later? I'm not sure. No, fair enough. If you're not, that's fine. No, I get it. If you've got other things to do, that's all good, mate. That's all good. Randy Mac said, I shall save my preaching for the pub. Yeah, you do that. You do that, Ken. You do that, Ken. And then when we get back to the campsite, we'll all get the pegs out and we'll do a bit of pegging. We'll all peg our tents down. As far as I'm aware, that's what that means. So is Ben there with you as well then? Hello, Ben, if you're there, mate. Good old dropper. The Jew dropper. What a name. What a name. Pete said he loves a bit of pegging. Yeah, great. Go camping, do a bit of pegging. Peg your tent down. Callum said, if Ben is there, has he seen the videos of my workshop? Saint said, got to make sure you peg deep. Yeah, you got to make sure to peg as deep and as hard as you can. Really thrust it in. You know, if stuff starts bleeding when you do it, that's normal, mate. That's normal. Yes, and they hammer it home when you're pegging. When you're pegging while you're camping, you really got to really fucking ram it home. I need a fucking piss again. It's a nightmare. Metallic, do you want to saying a digital footprint is a fucking criminal right now. Metallic, would you like to entertain the masses, or shall we just put on? I don't know. Let's put this one on, and you can entertain them afterwards.
We just talk. We talk about anything. What do you want to talk about? What? Who said politics? Sport? Sex? Well, I think that's sort of typical of the kind of crowd that we pull. Sex, 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 sex.
That's the funnest place to be.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you were here?
I forgot about that clip. I love that clip. Yeah, I'm back. Honestly, my queen, I felt so guilty about that puking. I didn't tell anyone about it apart from Persia. He was the only person who knew. Persia, I went camping and woke up with a Johnny hanging out my bum. Hang on. No, I read that completely wrong. I thought you was confessing there, Per. What Persia actually said was he went camping and woke up with a Johnny hanging out of his ass. Should he tell anyone? I love that. He said, if you went... So this is a real question to anyone watching, right? 2 questions. If you went camping and woke up with a Johnny hanging out your bum, would you tell anyone? And if you went to a party and got bummed, would you tell anyone? Right. That's a real question. That's a real question. Please answer. William said he wouldn't tell anyone. William, do you want to come to a party? Do you want to come camping? That didn't last long, did it? Free Albert, do you want to come to a fucking hell, I can't talk now. The joke is, if you say no, I don't want to, they ask you if you want to go camping with them. Because then you'll get bummed and you won't tell anyone. Fucking hell. That didn't last long, did it? Mark's sake. William said he won't go camping, but he'll come to the party with us, though. That is a classic, isn't it? I find that one hilarious. Yeah, that one's been around since I was about fucking 12. You psychopaths. Oh, fuck's sake. I had my hearing aid in the whole entire time. Oh, fuck me, my internet's been on the whole time as well. Bollocks. That means that's probably fucking dead. Alright, I bet I've been used now, I haven't. Good. Right. I've got a condensation in my ear. Imagine that in the ear hole. Oh. I don't know what I've done with my hearing aid now. Shit. Where did I put my hearing aid? Didn't I see? There it is. I need to know where it is later. That's all. I'll put it over there. Sounds like crickets. But imagine that air blowing in your ear. There you go, my queen, just so you feel feel at home. What did you say? What did you say? Hey? I'll be with you soon. Percy said, Mike, I can't find the lighter clip. I will have to have one more look. I shall have to insist you send me a copy. I must have it somewhere. It must be on. Persia, if you go into my... How did you get it? Persia said, oh, I've got headphones on. That was horrible. Well, that's... Okay, Persia. So now you know what I had to deal with. Imagine that sound and actual wind blowing onto your eardrum. If you did a clip, as in... Wouldn't it... I don't know how you did it originally. Did you just do like a screenshot? I'll look. Persia, just remind me one day and I'll get it. But I can't remember where the fuck it would be. Saint said, Mike, I've got a question. In an apocalypse, would you rather infinite moves or infinite booze? Do you know what? It actually, genuinely, in an actual apocalypse, genuinely, I would probably never drink again because that's a good way to get yourself killed. Any situations where, and this comes into real life things as well, like when shit gets really serious in life, I stop drinking because I need to be straight-headed. Like booze to me is doing drugs and it's a recreational thing. I don't need to drink to live now, though. You know what I mean? No, so in any so I wouldn't ever, if something dangerous was going to happen, or so, you know, or I had to do something important, I'm hunting them sober for it. So in a sort of apocalypse situation, your life depends on having your wits about you. So no drinking. So I'm laughing at the fact that a comment. Why has someone left that comment out there? Thank you, my queen. Fucking hell. Saint said you could be a doomsday clock then. The more drunk, the more drunk you're, the safer we are. Yes, there you go. Yes, yeah. The more I drink, the safer you are. Exactly, definitely. Yes. But infinite booze to trade. Well, that was the only thing I thought of. If I could control myself not to drink the booze, it would always be booze because of you can trade with it. You can use it for it's a very useful commodity. But when you have alcoholic tendencies, but although though saying that, I wouldn't drink it though. I could have the booze and I wouldn't drink it because there's no way I would risk it. You know, when your life depends on it, fuck the booze. I'm not touching it, mate. You know, that's I'm a weird one. It's always been like this with me. When during my life, when the shit hits the fan or something bad happens, you know, like say someone dies, most people who don't drink all the time will then have a drink. I was always the opposite. I'd be drinking every day. I don't drink every day, but because I was drinking every day, like when my nan died, I stopped drinking for 2 weeks because that was my way of coping was to be sober and to be you know what I mean? It's a weird one, but yeah, rather than drinking to people who don't drink all the time, they'd have a drink to. I can't think of the right words for it. I suppose make them feel better and make them forget about it. You know what I mean? Whereas I wouldn't. I'd do the opposite. Because I know what I'd do as well. I'd drink too much and then I wouldn't remember anything. Yeah. Soundman said, what is the estimated value of all of that? If I could sell everything, including the stuff I made, there'd probably be more than 20 grand's worth of stuff up there, I reckon. Out of everything I own. But a lot of it I made myself, so you price that as you see it. And a lot of it can't be sold now either. Yeah. Rajimak said, You can never be alone again, or you never have human company ever again. Oh, that's a good one. Never be alone again, or never have human company again. I'd probably rather be never be alone again. Can I reckon being? Well, I don't know. I suppose if you'd never had human company again. Now, I don't think I could handle that. I don't reckon I could handle that. No, I don't reckon I could handle never having human contact again. So I was thinking about a dog. That would help. Having a dog would help. But you can't really have a conversation with a dog. You know what I mean? Yeah. Saint said, these would you rather make the stream all the more... Yeah, they are interesting. I like them. And then Perche brings out, would you rather have penis fingers or tentacle toes? Penis fingers every time, mate. We've spoke about this one many a time. Penis fingers. I could not handle my testicles slapping on the floor every time I walk. But do they have full-on testicle feeling? You know, would it be like balls, like actual balls, like your balls? Would you feel it every time you walked? You'd have a bit of run again. Penny said, by people, I can go mad all by myself. Yeah, I don't think I could handle not ever having human contact again. Because I get really fucking paranoid when I'm alone sometimes. I remember when I spent a week at home and everyone else had gone on holiday. And I kept having anxiety dreams every single night that I couldn't lock the door. Imagine you were Spider-Man, yeah. It has. Callum said, I've heard some horrendous would you rather questions. Ah, they're great though, aren't they? Bozo said, all my fingers are exactly like your own penis. All your fingers are like exactly like your own penis. I'd still rather have the penis than testicle toes. You'd never be able to run ever again or kick someone. You'd never be able to kick someone in the bollocks ever again, Percy. Don't forget to like the stream, by the way. And can someone refresh their page and let me know how many likes we've got? Hello, Criticizer. What's the timeout about? You must have said something that the mods didn't like. That goes against the stream. What's the word? Not rules. The stream's... I can't think of the word. Moderators. Criticizer says, I am from India. Nice one. I hope you're having a nice time in India. Thank you, the Jew Dropper. I don't know if the Jew Dropper is better than the Jew Dropped. The Jew Drop. Fucking hell, I don't even know my own thing anymore. Don't worry about it, William. Talk to me. Fuck everybody else. Talk to me. What would you like to talk about? Yeah, no, not even guidelines. The channel's like what we live by. What's that called? Morals. The channel's morals, but that's still not the right word. Saint said you need to make a sign. There's 14 commandments. Don't be a dick, the main one. That's a spam in the chat of single random words for the sake of it will earn you a spell sitting on the naughty step. Keep it up and you get back in the chat. You get blocked. Liam said, nice guns. Thank you. No politics, no religion, no void talk, and don't be a dick. Yes. Yeah. This is the way. Guidelines. But I didn't mean guidelines. I meant it in like a spiritualistic way. This is, you know, this is the way that the stream lives. You know, it's our guidelines is the right word, but I meant something more spiritual than that. Like the stream was a person. This is the way it lives. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. All right. Can you see that? I saw them hearts going up. That's me doing that. Right. See those happy faces? That's me doing that. See that celebratory cone thing? That's me doing that. See that shocked face? That's me doing that. See that 100? That's me doing that. Randy said, you can be as big as a dick as you're willing to post a picture of, yes. Saint said the most useless feature I know. Utter horse piss. Utter horse piss. Completely fucking pointless. Yeah, ethos, yes. 100%, 100%. I'll say them as they come up if you want. Do one. Make me say it. Do nothing at the moment. Heart, smiley face, celebration. There might be a delay, by the way. Shocked face, celebration, shocked face, 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 shocked face. I'll give up. Callum said if you had to pick 10 items in survival, that's a question for me to actually do a video on. Shocked face, celebration, shocked face, smiley face, celebration, 100 heart, celebration, heart. And they got rid of messages on YouTube. I know, it's fucking mental. I went for a laugh, put the chat on emotionally. Fucking hell. Imagine that. Fucking hell. That's why I can't mod from the mobile. Oh, do you not see them come on then? They're on my laptop, they're coming up on. William said mobile deletes the emojis. Oh, no, fair enough, I didn't know that. Saint said I need to get my laptop. Using the phone gets annoying after a while. Yeah, it does. Yeah, there's a lot of features that YouTube got rid of. In Persia, there's often features I think, how long will it be till they get rid of them? Like this fucking community #1 fucking commenter person. So Metallic's #1 with she gets 150 XP. What the fuck is that XP do? Nothing at all. Literally nothing. It's not even a real, like nothing. It's not like you can even spend it on anything. So yeah, oh wow, you get 100 XP. What? Fuck, nothing. Saints #2, Drops #3, Persio's #4. And the rest of you. It's completely pointless. Bearwire, how you doing, mate? You alright? What you been up to? Actually, I'm watching your StreamYard and the chat on YouTube. I answer, I wouldn't see them. Twat I am. Yeah, so I forgot you was on fucking StreamYard. Yeah, of course, that's why you're not seeing it. Like Bob said, love the shirt, man. Thank you. My very, very good friend Penny from America bought me this. Yes. Saint said experience points. If you level up being an interweb police. That's what I mean. They mean nothing. It doesn't mean anything at all. They don't even add up. So she's got 150 XP tonight. For what? For what? I hope you're writing these down, everyone. If you get 10,000 XP, I don't know, we can go camping and I'll teach you how to peg people. Not people, peg tents, fucking hell. Fuck's sake. Metallic XP, level up, fucking game, BS talk. Samuel said toys, yes. Mind the sheets. Oh, God. Roger Mac, what was he saying? It piss bottle time. Fucking get that around. Yeah, piss in your bottle, mate. Piss in your bottle. Fuck that. Fuck going out. William said I was in the lift and I called one of these Americans a twat and I think it shut his brain off. The Americans I know, they would know what a twat is, but is it a twat or a twat? Is it a twat or a twat? It's a cuddly toy. Saint said, Mike, Discord is something you should look at. I got a fucking Discord. Fucking hell, Saint, get with the times, mate. I told you this. Now, go on anyway. What was he saying? Hello, Cookie. How you doing, mate? He said, not on your private server, but a community server. You can actually stream there too, but you can do a lot more, like send pictures. That's too much bollocks for me, mate. This is the community server. Right now, you're on it. You don't need a community server. Don't need a private server. Don't need a private server. Pete said Discord only for the mods. Lol. Yes. But no, I get you though. That is right. But no, that's what this is for. I'm saying we don't need a Discord. Not a public Discord. It would be too much bother. I know the shit. What happens? People can't help themselves. That would go within less than a week, right? If that was a public fucking Discord, within a week, it'd have to be shut down because people would be on there doing illegal shit. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Within a week, it'd have to be shut down because I wouldn't want my name anywhere near the shit that would be on it. I just know it. You would. You'd have to mod it 24 hours because you just can't help. People can't help themselves, and a lot of people forget that if you're putting things on the internet, you can be traced, or you can be traced by other people. Because what people forget is you can still get caught. Say if you deleted everything you ever did on online, if you send anyone anything, that's still on their computer. Berger said, I think I could wait that long. Joke. Pete said, people would post a link to weird shit. Yeah, you said it. Callum said, we can't have nice things. No, you can't. You can't have nice things. Neither can I. No, I had a forum once. I had to shut it down. Berger said, the internet isn't the game anymore. And I said, yeah, no weird links on Discord already. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but that's private, so we can do that. But no, saying, I think that's an interesting concept, but probably not doable. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. So who's up for a late night chat tonight? Percy, you said you would, wouldn't you? And Rich did. Penny and Drop, maybe. Has it stopped raining yet? No, I had a forum once. I had the WeaponCollector forum back in the old days before Discord existed. It was before I knew Discord had existed, and no one had ever mentioned it. And that soon degenerated into, and not on purpose. The thing is, what it is well, I don't think it's on purpose. It's just people just assume that they can say the same shit you'd say in real life online, and life doesn't work like that. The shit you could tell me in real life, don't fucking write that online. You're a fucking fool if you do. Or, you know, there's ours on the forum. 3 hours said I'll pop over for a quick 20 minutes. Nice one, mate. But yeah, yeah. It soon went to proper shit, and I had to get rid of it. So I said, I don't remember the time of the early internet. All the boomers gone about how unrestricted it was, and it seemed like a different world. I got into the internet quite late because we couldn't afford it. So I was well late into the internet, but I had a forum before I knew what Discord was, or I'd never heard of it. I got on the internet probably about 2005. No, yeah, 2005? Yeah. The internet had been around for ages since then. William said, hell, I remember when LimeWire was at. Yeah, I used to like a bit of LimeWire. I love a bit of LimeWire. In fact, I got rid of it now, but I still had a hard drive up until about 5 years ago that still had films, music, and pornos downloaded from LimeWire. So it was probably filled with fucking viruses as well. Yeah. Persia, was you on the old forum? The forum was all right, wasn't it? But it got too much. I couldn't handle that shit. You got to remember, I get quite paranoid as well. So as soon as people start getting carried away with saying dodgy shit, it just makes it worse and worse and worse in my head. So sometimes, and And then what happens is I can't stop thinking about it. So, and there's no way to stop thinking about it apart from to destroy it, kill it, get rid of it. So with a forum, the way to kill it, destroy it, is to shut it down. So I had to shut it down. Yeah. Free Arbor said, do you remember how loud the dialing tone was? Yeah. But weirdly, I find that a really comforting sound. Yeah. What was the forum? It was the WeaponCollector forum. And it was a place to share your homemade weapons and stuff like that. But it started getting on where people would start going on about, oh, well, you know, here's how to make this illegal thing and that illegal thing. And how do you make this illegal thing and that illegal thing? And I'm not having that. I'm not having the responsibility for a forum where, yeah, it may have been illegal in their country, but if you're showing me how to make it, or someone how to make it in a country that's illegal, that person could get done for that. They could get done for that. So yeah, I had to shut it down, and that's what I mean by I don't think people are doing it on purpose. Randy Max said I had to switch streams or streams to a spare can of Iron Brew. The panic was real. Fucking hell. Yeah, I've done that a couple of times drunk. Drop said back in the day we didn't have internet. We had to be outside for hours being chased by dogs, hoping at some point we'd have something that would ruled our lives. Yeah, it's weird when you think back though, because you get so used to the internet and that. It's funny to think that. Yeah, I used to spend my evenings taping fucking shit off the telly. I think I had a bit of an obsession with taping stuff off the telly, and I had fucking shitloads of videos of like TV series I taped off the telly, and yeah. Saint said, Matt, no, that makes sense, Mike. I can see why Liam's Discord is private. I asked him years ago if I could join, and he said about paying to enter, but now I understand why, and I completely understand. Yeah, it's not on purpose. People aren't doing it on purpose, but they try to help you out, and you know, oh, I'll show them how to make this thing, and it don't help. If you've got that on your computer of someone showing you how to make something that's perfectly legal in their country but not yours, you get fucking done for that, properly done for it. Especially nowadays, you can go to prison for having certain books, and yeah. So yeah, shit like that does my head in. Pizza Man said, "Stop wanking it." If that had said "stop wanking," I'd have said never. I'm not wanking it right now though. No way, mate. Make me stop. I'd like to see you try. Imagine 2 liters. That's a party list. Metallic. I've seen her fill some bottles up in my time. Person, we were minted. I got a PC at 13 by the brainy older sisters. You got a doctorate. I got PTSD from cotton.com. I've rotten.com. Now that I do know. Yes. Jobs are spending way too much time with your fingers hovering over the play and record buttons just in case a song you wanted to catch. Yeah. The old taping stuff off the radio dropped. I've still got the same fucking recorder that I've had for fucking probably 25 years. Still got a tape recorder that tapes don't work on it. CD don't work, and I had to rip them out. But that still works with these speakers behind me. That's how I have my sort of surround sound. Being deaf, what I do, I mute the telly, and I have the sound coming out of these speakers very low, but I can hear it, but no one else can. But I've still got one of them, like fucking, I can't remember what they're called. Yeah, it's got a CD player, radio, tape deck, surround sound type shit. But yeah, I spent years. Before the internet, that's what I did. I used to play computer games, not online computer games. I used to play computer games, and I used to fucking tape stuff off the telly. And I was quite, like I am with lists. I would get the like the TV guide, go through the whole entire TV guide, finding what like new TV series is what might be worth taping, watching. It's weird when you think back, though. What the fuck did I do with my? Oh, I used to. No, because there was a period of time when I'd stopped drinking. I probably had a period of like 6 years where I didn't drink and we didn't have the internet. Yeah. Ah, do you know what the other thing I used to do? This definitely been doing this since the year 2000 or before. I used to buy DVDs. I used to buy probably fucking 100 quid's worth of DVDs a week. Yeah. And yeah, definitely. Yeah. Tom Shady said, show us your tits. You're getting a freebie here, mate. I'm not going to get them out my top, though, but yeah. There's one. There's two. Do you like them? 100 quid, you wanker. Yeah. I've got a they don't call me DVD collector or nothing. Tom's a fucking legend. Glad you like. I hope you like that, mate. Disgusting. Disgusting. I got the best tits going, mate. Apart from metallics. Make me moist of a nice. Fucking hell, I've missed after comments here. There was actually people commenting, like proper comments. Saint said, I heard people telling me about the days of pirating movies and songs on cadets and whatnot. Seems like a better area in many ways. In a way, yeah. In a way, no. Like, don't get me wrong. I fucking love the internet. I do. I love it. I think it's a great fucking invention and it's changed the world. But it has also changed parts of the, existence to utter shit. But it's also made some stuff, I wouldn't be doing this now. And I've met my fucking best friend and loads of really good friends. If it weren't for the internet, never would have met them. Never would have. Thank you, Tom. he pays for his breasts. Sick Bay Motel said that and the guns made me hard. Good. I'm glad. Thank you, Tom. Genuinely, mate. I really appreciate that. I'd get my tits out more often if people paid. That's OnlyFans content. He pays for his. Hello, Josh. How you doing, mate? And he said, hello, everyone. Nice shirt, Mike. Looks good. Thank you. This is the shirt that Penny bought me for my birthday. McPherson said, if you could have any gun, no loops or laws, what would you get? Oh, I don't know. I'd like a pump action shotgun. Because I like the fact that you can shoot many different cartridges out of a shotgun. Yeah, I love a good shotgun. I've always liked Spaz 12s. I don't know. A Desert Eagle, maybe. A Desert Eagle. A gold Desert Eagle. William said, can I send you a pump? I do not want to see videos you pumping, mate. No. You cannot send me videos you pumping. No. No, thank you. Oh, God. Oh, I do have two on the wall behind me, but they don't shoot, McPherson. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know. They're fantasy guns for me. Frog Life. That's a good Frog Life. Can someone put on the band names? Krug Life. Krug Life. That's my band name. Krug Life. So this. Please, someone put on band names. Krug Life. Hello, Frog Life. There. How you doing? Deanne said, "Oh, nice weapon, man. Thank you. Don't forget to like the stream. That's not a knife. That's a knife." Yeah, Krug Life. I like to live that Krug Life. Thank you. Ryan said, "You're nuts." Does that mean you want to see them? How you doing, Ryan? McPherson said, "Are you an American?" No, McPherson, you was on earlier. Well, yeah, I thought we'd gone over this whole fucking lot earlier. No way, man. I ain't no American. I'm English. I hope everyone's liking the stream, by the way. Josh said, looks a bit like a sample. What, the booze I'm drinking? How you doing, Josh? Anyway, what have you been up to? Oh, I did get your email, mate, but I didn't get to have a proper read. Cookie said, it's the accent. Yeah, Cookie, the accent's real, man. I come from
What am I doing? This is the second time I've tried to shoot someone. Or is it the third? Do you think I'm an American?
Yeah, Cookie, I'm an American. The thing is, my English accent is total bollocks. This is my real accent. No, I'm not an American. I'm European, so I need weapons permission first. Yes, that accent was real. Doc said, thinking about a lever 2-2 just cause. Oh, nice. Nice one. Yeah, that'd be lovely. That'd be lovely dropped. Good old Dewdropper. My favourite American. Jointly with Penny. Bojo said the dropped, get one for me. Lover 2-2. Cheap ammo, yes. Yeah, Cookie, that was genuine. That was a genuine accent. I genuinely come from America, really. I just like to put on a shitty English accent. Can you tell? Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Drop said, gonna need to give you lessons. You can so you can do an American accent. I am shit. I can't do accents. Yeah. I can't do it. Neezy Slayer said, say the N-word. N-word. Saint said, would you rather have no arms or no legs? No legs. I think you could get around easy with no legs. Total bollocks. DM said, is that a bullpup weapon next to you? Looks like a Thamas. DM, yes. That is a bullpup just there. But this is not a Thamas. It is a Chinese type 86S bullpup rifle. If you look there, that is an AKM bayonet. So it's basically, yeah, a bullpup AKM. Fucking hell. Drop said, now all I can think of is dual wielding and doing super sweet double flip reload. So it says, see you with no legs would be so fucking funny. I don't know what it's fucking hell, Saint. Well, I hope you never do get to see that. That's just been me in a fucking weird. You're seeing it now, mate. You see, you know, fuck that. Like walking with your legs and your arms. Fucking hell. Francie Mac said, Mike is actually Spanish. He only speaks French. Anything else he pretends to understand. Exactly, mate. Exactly. I'm making everything up right now. Everything I see and hear, I'm making the whole lot up. McPherson said, what nation's AKM bayonet? That's not the Russian one, I don't think. I couldn't tell you, mate. The Chinese, probably. It's Chinese, probably. Seen as a Chinese rifle. Chinese rifle, Chinese bayonet. So I said that sounded morbid and I didn't express it. That's all right, mate. I'll fucking forgive you. I'll fucking forgive you. But my Tommy gun don't. You got to the count of 3 to get your no good keister out of this stream. Fuck's sake. DM said, cool collection, not gonna lie. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it. Don't forget to no, I got a wife. My wife, would you announce yourself in my ex-wife anyway, because I'm not with her right now. No, I got a wife. My wife. Tell them that you're here. Announce yourself, my queen and wife, please. There you go. See? I'm here. My wife's there. Wifeless. Wifeless. I don't know why that's such a weird phrase. Vastian. DM said, I want to start with our weapons, so Scorpion Evo. Internet Boogeyman said, them BB guns. Rich said, might not be on for the late night. We'll suddenly start to get tired. Fair enough, Rich. Fair enough. All right, so saying that, I'll still be on for a while, at least half an hour. If anyone does want to join the late night live stream, can you send me a email, please? Kay Baker, how you doing, mate? You all right? Fair enough, Rich. No, I get you, mate. It's quite late. What you been doing? You been doing anything on the field, Rich? Saint said, if you're doing a late night public stream, Mike, I'll be on, but I don't know. Sometimes you like to do private ones. I'll definitely do a bit of a public one just to get everyone on, but probably not for long. McPherson said, what is the late night? The late night is between the time of 12 p.m. and 5 a.m. Okay. How do the private ones work? You email me, I send you a link, you click it, and then you can join the chat. But anyone who joins the chat, I'd like you to either be able to talk or be seen and talk. But you need to at least be able to talk. Yeah. But yeah, you just come on StreamYard basically. Rich said, yeah, more post and fencing. But is it upsetting when people pretend your wife isn't real, isn't it, Mike? I had stopped that, Persia. I stopped that. I felt so guilty about that. It made me puke around Metallic's house. It was that bad. That's how guilty I felt. I puked my guts up around Metallic's house over guilt of doing that to you. Late night with WeaponCollector is the after party, yes. Don't laugh at me, I still fucking love you. Bojo's great. Space Cadet said, if you lost your arms, going to need a cock monkey. Yeah. Send me an email. Basically, losing either would be crap. I did Persia. I felt so guilty. I puked my guts up around my tights. That's what really happened. Now, I tell my every time I do it, Persia, I say to myself, stop it, Mike. You're a cunt. You're an actual bastard. Keep doing that. And it started off as a joke, like when we left yours. I'm sure me and my dad joked about it, or I did. And then it became a thing, and I've been keep saying to myself, stop it. Fucking stop doing it. You're a cunt. Keep doing that. But I said, kneel down like Elias in Platoon. Puke coming out like that. There'll be a shot. There you go. There's your screenshot. Oh, fuck's sake. Hello, Sing. How you doing, mate? And he said, wave that bowie around. I keep thinking you're going to knock that bulb off the wall. Because a nasty accent. Well, no, yes, I hope not. No, actually, it's padlocked to the wall, so I'll be all right. But I appreciate the concern, Sing. A blockhead. They said, I feel like if anything in this stream were to go wrong, it would end up on the news. Potentially, but nothing would go wrong because I'm a fucking stand-up guy. I don't stand up much, but I'm great. You're all good here. I haven't been on the telly yet, and I suspect when I am, it probably will be the news. I don't think I've been on the telly, have I? I know. So my twin brother's been on the telly, and I could have been on the telly definitely once, maybe twice, but I can't remember what. Yeah, definitely twice. I could have been on the telly twice, but I've turned it down every time. I could have been on the Preppers show, and I could have been on a Richard and Judy show. the late night Richard and Judy show where they was talking about troubled teens. Turned both of those down. Forgot what I was saying now. Yeah. 3 hours said, I thought I was your twin brother. You must be the triplet. You're the triplet, mate. Metallic said, I'm going to fuck off, my king. Good night, my queen. Love you, Metallic. I hope you have a good night's sleep. And talk to you tomorrow sometime, maybe really late at night, if I can handle an episode of... I mean, Metallica been watching Nosferatu, as in Nos for A2. Good night, my queen. Saint said, yeah, I'm going to head off. I'll send you a message if I join. Yeah, so basically what you'll get, Saint, is I'll just send you a link. Click the link and follow the instructions. That's it. Drop said, going to check the mail. About a mile walk. All right, Drop. See you in a bit, mate. Take care, Saint, if you're off. Yeah, thank you for watching, Saint. I appreciate it. Persia said, yeah, let me screenshot you, Mike. Hang on. There you go. Check your messages. Is that what that was? Oh, fuck's sake. Andy Matt said, Mike is a stand-up guy. No joke here. He's as real as it gets. Catch you soon, peeps. I ain't going off myself yet, Ken. So if you're hanging about, I'll still be about. But yeah, good night if you are going, mate. No, I'm not going anywhere yet. Good night, our queen, though. My dad said, night to night, all sweet dreams. Good night, my queen. She's waving to me and waving to us. Good night, my queen. Sweet dreams. Hope you sleep well. You know, I just saw Peach flashing his nipples again. You twat. You dickhead. I nearly fucking showed that as well. You're such a dick. You're a twat. Oh, fucking hell. You're a knob. That's not your knob either, you fucking dickhead. You twat. Oh, that's fucking great. This one goes out. What's that one? Not even seen that one. Oh, God. Okay, no. No face drawn on it. Oh, God. Well, it can't be yours because it also ain't got a little hand and a pair of feet next to it. Oh, God. It's right. Hang on. I just read your other comment as well. Oh, God. Yeah, so exactly. Fun with guns. How you doing, mate? Fuck it, I need a piss now. Oh, hang on. Get the phone call. Hello?
Did you just come in or out with a back door?
No, I didn't. I thought you was ringing me up to tell me to shut up then. No, it wasn't me.
That must have been Jay then, because I locked the door then, so I didn't want to lock it. It wasn't here.
Well, I hadn't locked it. Yeah, no, if I go out, I'll take a key with me anyway. If that wasn't him, do you reckon he's just come in then?
Well, someone's just come in. It won't be.
Yeah, it must have been. Nah, it must be him then. I'll still take a key out with me anyway, just in case I get fucking locked out.
Alright then.
I'm still going to be on here. That's all right, McPherson. I'm still going to be on here till probably another half an hour.
Well, I'm going to bed now, but...
All right.
It doesn't matter. I don't care.
All right, good night.
Alright then.
Good night. McPherson, I do appreciate you letting me know that you could hear that, though. I do appreciate that, because I thought that people probably could hear that. Yeah, that was me, man. No face drawn on it. How you doing, Funds with Guns? Anyway, you're right, mate. He said, doing good, mate. Just waiting for a new Fortnite season to start tonight. Nice. How do these seasons work? I don't know how the seasons work. I know games have seasons. It's never made any sense to me. Is it like for during that period, you have like extra features going on or something? I've never understood it because I used to really love online games, and then I stopped doing the online games because I just stopped enjoying them. Persia, that penis looks all too real. Someone sent him a dick. Pretty much they did. The Hammy Sammy man said, like, what's up? You got an M1 Grand. I ain't got an M1 Grand. I don't have a name on Garand either, though. But hello, Hammy, Sammy, Manny. Thoughts on American gun YouTubers? I used to follow a few of them, but it doesn't really do much. I'm not really into gun YouTubers. I know that sounds weird. I'm more into blades now. One with Gun said each one has a different theme. Last season was Star Wars. Okay, that makes sense then. Yeah. How you doing, Josh? You just come back, have you, mate? You right? Yeah, I don't understand the season stuff. It just I've never Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. I may have to piss off for a piss in a second. I'm still laughing at that picture that Persia sent me. Fucking hell. Hammy Sammy Man said, I know my telly all corrected. Nah, that's all right, man. I was taking the piss. I'm being sarcastic because there's been a lot of weirdos on tonight. Venom Ken, he said, I have a question. I'm in a tricky situation. I friend zoned my friend, but she still wants to have sex. Sometimes she pegs me. Okay, we've already been talking about pegging tonight. With 2 shampoo bottles instead of 1. Should I tell my dad to stop? Is your dad a woman as well? So let's unfurl this whole entire conversation. He's being pegged by his friend who's a woman, but is also his dad. Very, very confusing. My advice is, if it's consenting and legal, who gives a fuck? Josh said, not too bad, Tar. Did you get a chance to have a look at mine? I vaguely read it, mate. If you don't mind, I'll reply to you Monday night. I'm going to be hungover tomorrow. Little Goober, how you doing, mate? McPerson said, what's the white thing above the sword? That is there. Oh, what there? That is a deer foot knife. Harvey Potts. I love the sword you made. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. Evan said, happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you too, mate. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. What's your favourite weapon in your collection or the hardest to acquire? That one there. Very hard to acquire. And up the top there, you can't see it, I don't think, is an 1890s, potentially, sword. All the knives are deactivated. This is a deer foot bowie knife that I made. A deer's hoof. I know it looks like a duck, but it doesn't quack like a duck. I need to have a slash. Hang on. Don't forget you can donate to the stream. Here's a link how to do it. The link is in the description and in the chat. You can leave me a private message. Right, so I'm back. If you could hear me farting now, I was risking them tonight. I had quite bad diarrhea earlier. Right, I'm back. Where are we? No, the stream was not ending. I was having a slash. I needed a piss. McPherson said, no, that wasn't. No, do you know what that was? That was a. That was a full size deer. Because I'll tell you what a small deer foot looks like. Oh, I can't get it. But I've got a baby deer's name is Tripod. Yes. No, that was a full size. Is there a thing called a water deer? Is it a water deer? Is it called a water deer over here? No, there wasn't a water deer. Hang on. Types of deer in the UK.
Deer frequently mentioned on the web
Shut
include
up, you twat.
red deer, roe deer, muntjac, and others.
Fallow deer. I do. That's what it was. It was a fallow deer. So that foot belongs to a fallow deer, which looks like that. See that? Yeah, look up a fallow deer. That's what it was. One of them. No, it's probably a little bit smaller than your what do you call it? Like your I don't know. I'm a bit drunk. I can't be asked to Krug Life. Thank you, dropped. Thank you. I love you, dropped. Krug Life. Krug Life is a personal favourite of mine. Space Cadet said Mike needs a bucket. Space Cadet, you up for a little chat tonight? Even if you just sat there, I know you couldn't talk last time, but you was on camera, weren't you? Don't forget to like the stream, everyone, by the way. Yeah. My poor old mother's had to go to bed. She's got a lot wrong with her at the minute. She's quite elderly. She's got heart failure, type 2 diabetes, infected cellulitis in at least one of her legs, maybe both, sleep apnea. So, yeah. Fun was going to dig in the Hawaiian shirt, Ray. Thank you, mate. Yes, good, isn't it? My very good friend Penny from America bought me that for my birthday. It's good, isn't it? Glad you liked it, Fun of Guns. Yeah, it's a nice shirt, isn't it? I like it. Yeah. I've always wanted a Hawaiian shirt, and I've never got round to getting one. So I asked online. I said, anyone fancy buying me one? Penny got me one for my birthday. Ruben Powell said, "Hi, uncle. Hello, nephew." McPherson said, "Do they not sell them in the UK?" No, they do. It's just I don't have a lot of money. So, although I have all this stuff, a lot of the guns or anything that's purchased are not made by myself. I haven't actually bought anything for about 20 years. Not a lot of things. When I used to work 7 days a week doing a traditional job, I could afford to buy them. Then I stopped working, and then most of my income came through well, not YouTube, fucking nowhere. I didn't have an income. I don't sign on. I don't get benefits from the government. So that's why the donations, if people do, really, really do help me. I'm not one of these people who says, I'll donate when I'm actually fucking getting like fucking, I don't earn anything at all anywhere other than selling the stuff I make, which I've shown you, and like YouTube and Patreon. And it's not a lot, I'm lucky to get 40 quid a month and I have to live off that. So yeah, I haven't bought anything for a long time. So I couldn't afford to buy a Hawaiian shirt. They do sell them here. I couldn't, that probably cost 20 quid. I don't have 20 quid. I don't have 20 quid to spend on a shirt. And that's the truth, though, because you'll get a lot of people saying, "Oh, I'm skint. I can't buy this," but they have a car and they run a car and they have a house. You know, you can't be that skint if you can. You know, I can't have a car because I couldn't afford to run a car. I couldn't afford to pay insurance on a car. I couldn't. I can't afford to. Yeah. So when I say I am poor, I genuinely am poor as fuck. I genuinely am. How do I wash my clothes and pay my electric bills? I don't pay my electric bills, and I wash my clothes when I can wash them. Yeah. I live in a situation where I basically do manual labour in a house so that I don't pay bills. So other people pay bills in that house, and I do manual labour instead. You know what I mean? And yeah. But I am genuinely, see, like this knife here. I've wanted a knife like that. This whole thing probably cost me about 20 quid to make. You know what I mean? How far am I from a city? About an hour away. It's not, also, it's not like I can't get a job. I could get a job, but if I got a job, a 7-day-a-week traditional job, I could do that tomorrow, but there'd be no more YouTube. And I enjoy YouTube, and I think my followers enjoy my YouTube. So, yeah. I could chuck this in, and yeah. Love you, Peach. Yeah, and then I also look after my mother, who, as I said, has got all the issues you've just heard. Yeah. Sorry, if I said 7 days a week, I mean 5 days a week. I could do a 5-day-a-week 9-to-5 job, but you wouldn't have. There would be no YouTube anymore. You know what I mean? DD4GTV said you look like a SUA. I don't know what that is. What is an SUA? Yeah, sorry, McPherson. I meant 5 days a week. 9 to 5, 5 days a week. That's your standard. I could do that, but there wouldn't be any YouTube anymore because I wouldn't have time. Wouldn't have time for it, and I wouldn't have the energy for it. Do you know what I mean? Because I'd be doing a manual labour, physical job. You know, yeah. Rajimak said, "If you don't understand, don't be a pillock. I've been down for a tin of Asda, loan 8p beans." Well, that's the thing, Ken. You do get it. You totally get it, and I respect you for that. Like, you totally get it. Some people never will. Some people will never understand it. You know what I mean? But you know, and the thing is, it ain't that difficult to get, is it? You know what I mean, Ken? But he's alive now. It's a few minutes behind. Fair enough. Macon said, "What's up, Aspinall?" Anyway. How is everyone doing? Don't forget to like the stream. Have a chat with us. I hope you're having a nice time. Thank you for the congratulations. Don't forget you can donate to the channel. There are super chats. There's super chats, donations, and there's also a thing called coffee where you can donate straight to me, basically. So I don't have any fees taken out of. And you don't have to do none of that. You know what I mean? I'd always live stream. I like the interaction. It's a good laugh. You know what I mean? Yeah. Pete, I'm in bed now, right now. Pillow princess. Pete, just favour, get your guns out and stroke them. What are you gonna get out? You're gonna get your double barrel shotgun out. Get your double barrel shotgun out and stroke it for me, Pete. You wouldn't know I was completely straight, would you? Peter's as well. I went round Peter's. He invited me up to his bedroom and he got his gun out. And he also made me stroke his sword in front of him. Yeah, thing is though, I loved it. It was a D-Haggard fine. I didn't realise I was starting to fill my bottle up with the 12% booze. So anyway, what would you like to talk about? So Ken, where are you at the minute then? Did you say you're in Wales at the minute? Ankit Bhattacharya. How you doing? I butchered your name. They love your weapon, so cool. Thank you. See this one? I made that. I made that one. I made that sword as well. Yeah, don't forget to like the stream at least, everyone. At least like the stream. But subscribe as well. Get subbing, mate. Get subbing, and you can come back and you can chat shit to me anytime you like. This is a great community. Orhan Somez. How you doing, mate? You right? How'd you like my Bowie knife? But it's a double tap to like on a phone. Yes. Oh, you're in. Yeah, Aberbrand. Yeah. Tran2 said, "Are those guns real?" Well, Tran2, I've got something for you, mother. A phone.
Are those real?
Real. Put it this way. If I pick one up and put it to your face, pull the trigger, will you be dead?
I know Charlie said Jesus loves me. I appreciate the kind words. I know Charlie. I know Charlie. How you doing, Charlie? I know Charlie. Tran2 said, damn. Gotcha. I know Charlie laughing hard when it came on just the right time. Jesus hates me. Do you know what? I think the same thing, Pete. I don't know. I think Jesus would love everyone. I don't know about God though. I'm not religious, right? But I think I think Jesus loves everyone. God not so much. No. God not so much. But I'm not religious anyway. This one goes out to I Know Charlie Fires. Fucking hell, I've got to try and find it again now.
Are those real?
Real. Put it this way. If I pick one up and put it to your face, pull the trigger, will you be dead?
I just started drinking that straight without mixing it. Black Star said, "Can you ram your fingers in my throat?" Do anything you like, mate. Yeah, well, yeah. What? Like that? Like that? Yeah, why not? Why? Do you often get told no? Roger Matt said, if you play a video game on easy, it isn't much fun, is it? What lessons do you learn from it? Ken, I always play my games on easy. Who wants a challenge, mate? Not me. Not on a game. I know Charlie said, God sent his son Jesus to die for all our sins. We simply have to believe and accept him. He does love. I believe Jesus does. I don't believe God does, though. He said the nutters are out tonight. The problem is, I think Jesus, right, I don't normally do religion. We've got a whole thing here. This is what I think of religion.
What, are you retarded?
Sorry, that was the wrong clip. Or was it? Where the fuck's that fucking clip? Hang on.
We don't tolerate religion or politics in here.
What shit, Dad? Yeah. If you go by some of the people I know who are religious, they fucking hate loads and loads and loads of people who you shouldn't hate. They're not your fucking enemy. They're not hurting anyone, you know, and they hate people just for really like fucking petty, basic reasons. And because of that, I don't like a lot of, you know, the religious bullshit that goes about because it's not fair. I mean, Regimac said, "What if I choose what level you came on here?" Although that's different. See, if you're talking about levels of life, yeah, you want easy. But when it comes to games, Regimac, I want easy, mate. I want easy. I want fun. This is the thing. I want my life to be easy and fun. I don't want it to be difficult, mate. I get you. I do get you, though. I do get you. Thomas said, "Have you ever had to defend yourself with a weapon?" I have, yes. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. I can't get very close to the camera, but can you? I've got a scar on my face just there. That's where someone bit me on the face in a fight, and I have knife wounds on my hands, across 3 of my fingers. That involved a knife. Yeah. Yeah. So yes, I have, but I can't say too much. Jocelyn, how you doing, Jocelyn? You right? Jocelyn, do you mean are the guns real? As in, are they holograms? No, they're not. Do you mean are they firearms? That's a different question. But Jocelyn, I like the name Jocelyn. That's a great name. This one goes out to you.
Are those real?
Real. Put it this way. If I pick one up and put it to your face, pull the trigger, will you be dead?
Hang on, Pete. At least let me answer him first. Mikey said, "Where's your billy club? Is it up your ass?" Hang on, mate. Oh. Yes, it was. There it is. Yes, it was. That hurt, that did. Hello, Rusty Shackelford. Like your comment's been gone as well. Fucking hell. Oh, I recognise that name. Yeah, that's from something else. Yeah. Used to be white. It did, Harvey. It did. It did, Harvey. It did used to be white. It did. Country boy, do you want it as well, do you? Country boy said, "Are those guns real?"
Are those real?
Real. Put it this way. If I pick one up and put it to your face, pull the trigger, will you be dead?
Will you be dead? Can I just say one thing, right? Are you in? For those watching right now, 28 people watching, are you enjoying yourselves? Are you entertained?
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
It's like some Michael Tranton and the shit started to disappear. Fuck's sake. Harvey said, "Yes, I am good." Glad you are. But he said, "Loving it." Good fun, isn't it, please? Good fun. Fuck's sake. You used to see my bed. I've got so much to clear up there. It's annoying. Right, I may stay on for a little bit longer. Who's up for joining a private chat at 1? Well, you're going to be asleep by then. I'll message you all. Maybe I will do a late night one. But yeah. What are you up to tomorrow, Peach, anyway? I need to rip a fart, Peach, but I had diarrhea earlier, so I don't want to shit myself. There you go. Been done. Could you tell when I farted then by the look on my face? That's one to rewind and check. But it told you my hand's broken. I know, fair enough, mate, fair enough. Fucking liar. Bloody liar. You know, you can join it on your phone. I saw your nipples today, so that tells me that your camera is not broken. Yeah, fucking bullshit. I thought, well, Peach, as I told you, I saw your nipples today. So I know it's not broken. He forgets that you can join on with a fucking phone. I do love you, Peach. I think you're great, mate. I genuinely do. Both of them. I did. Free OnlyFans content. I don't know what it was. I nearly took pictures of my feet today and put them on the Discord just for fun. If you went if you ever looked through my phone history, you would genuinely think. I don't know if I'm saying too much here now. Don't tell her I've said this. Right? She'll admit it. But if you looked through my phone history, you would. So if a policeman ever looked through my phone history, they would genuinely think I probably had a fetish for crusty eczema covered feet, because there was a time when Metallic would she had eczema on her feet or a kind of something like that, like a fungal infection on her feet, and she would take pictures of it and send them to me to show me like progress of them getting better. But I realized one day it looks like a foot fetish of me liking like crusty horrible feet. Fucking hell. Pete said, don't. You're going to make the chat jealous. Yeah, like fucking massive athlete's foot fucking pictures. But she was sent, it looks like I have a fetish for like crusty feet, but I don't. Tony Williams. He said, those are BB guns. Do you know what I say to that, Tony? Wrong. Wrong, motherfucker. Wrong. That's you, mate. That's you. Hello, Tony, by the way. Show the clip. Tony, you have to ask how this gun's real. This one goes out to Tony. Hang on. This one goes out to Tony.
What, are you retarded?
Oh, God. Pete said, what 1911? They're not all the same. Yeah, BB, that's the thing, it's basically that, right? They go, oh, they're BB guns. They're fucking great. They're great stuff. They are great stuff. This one goes out to Tony.
Is it worth it? Oh, yeah, it's worth it. If you're strong enough.
Cheers, mate. Jazilla. Jazilla, don't ask that question. Hello, Snow. Tony said, you're hell. Lol. This one goes out to Tony.
I've always respected you.
I've never been fond of you.
Cheers.
And when I was younger, I could have taken you any time.
Ken said, good night, all. Mike, you shall forever inspire my morning glory. I fucking love you, Ken. Sadly, though, you'll always be number 2, Scotsman, but that's fucking amazing, though. That, you know, that ain't nothing to fucking frown about. Good night, Ken. See you soon, mate. Love you, Ken. Take care, Ben and Mal, if you're watching this. See you later. Love you, Ken. Take care, mate, and see you soon. I can't wait. Good night, mate. I'll have a little present for you, hopefully. Good night, mate. Good night, Ken. Tony, did you serve? No, I didn't. I served some booze once to someone, but that's it. Pete said, we need to send Mike to Texas so he can shoot all the full auto guns just for the clips. Yeah, that'd be amazing. Yes. Pete said, it'd be better if the Uber-X guns that are full auto everywhere except the UK, yes. Chris Black said, bro's ready for World War III. I'm actually ready for World War IV. World War IV is, so what weapons would we all fight with World War IV? Come on, tell me now. Tell me now. Jazilla said he served the local walk to the shop. Yes, Jazilla knows the score. Jazilla knows. He knows, mate. I got those alien cats, yes. Ah, God. Sticks and stones, exactly, Pagio. Exactly. Yes. Sticks and stones. So, Pagio, what booze did you buy tonight? Did you get some skulls in? Sticks and stones with loads of attachments on. I would. I'd have a great big stick with a great big fucking knife on the end of it. Yeah, war never changes. Or should I say, war never changes. I wasn't as good as what's his name? Can't remember his name now. Got some skulls in, and they won out. This fucking champagne's been good tonight, mate. Well up for this shit weekly. Yeah, that's it. Ron, I can't remember the name. Ron Perlman, yeah. Yeah. I'll be honest with you, Pete. I'll always remember was that the Fallout 4 trailer, wasn't it? War Never Changes. A fucking great trailer. That was in, and it was going through like the fucking burnt out bus in Ron and Nick one per one. Peach, I don't know what it is. I can appreciate jokes like that. That's great. That's the kind of shit that makes me laugh. Ron Nick one per one. Oh, fuck's sake, yes. Paulie said, I don't think that war's legal where you live. It fucking well is, mate. Fucking well is. Don't you tell me what isn't fucking legal. It isn't legal, Paulie Walnuts. So, no, it's totally legal where I am, mate. So I'm going to have to give you one of these, mate. I'm sorry. I don't really want to, but... Steve Vick Official said, I'm getting a face tattoo. Nice. What face tattoo are you getting? My twin brother used to tattoo people. He did my tattoo for me. That's 26 years old. Fucking that was my guts and like that came out my mouth at the same time. That's 26 years old, that tattoo. He had tattoos all over him, including in his mouth, on his ears, everywhere. The only place he never tattooed was his face, and he would have. And he said if our poor old mum wouldn't have gone mental about it, he would have tattooed his whole entire face. But he knows she would have been really upset. Yeah, he would have. He's got them everywhere, Peach. Everywhere you can think of. Got them on his ears, inside his mouth, feet, hands, body. I'm sure he's tattooed his cock. If you're tattooed, that's why wouldn't you? If you're having them everywhere. Ron it one per one. I love it. Space Connection, I have a roll for war. Roll me over to the enemy with a Predator suit. Yes, exactly, Space Cadet. What are you having? Space Cadet, do you have a drink anymore? Do you drink now or do you not drink now? I can't remember if you do. No, you do have a bit of a drink, don't you? David Leon said, what weapon you want next in your collection? Possibly another crossbow. I do have a hankering for crossbows. I think I own 21 crossbows. I want another one. Zilla said they also have an STD. Good for you. What STD do you have? I could give you AIDS if I could give I could literally give you the ultimate STD if you want. Would you like it? I'm going to play you a little clip now that will explain to you how I could give you the ultimate STD. Are you ready for this?
found ya. Stay on the floor, shut your cake hole, and use your King Lears for once in your life, you fucking mug. It's a tough world out there for a grizzled East End enforcer. If, like me, you need quality accessories that you can rely on, get your ass down to Mad Mike's Quality Crossbow Accessories Emporium. Fucking wallop, son. Get your ass down, Mike's. He'll give you the quivers, he'll give you broadheads, and he'll give you aids. These novelty bayonet cocking aids are a worthy addition to any pistol crossbow setup. Excellent handmade gear at basement prices. Mad Mike's Quality Crossbow Accessories Emporium! I told Mike you'd buy him a coffee. Don't make me a cunt.
Don't make him a cunt. He'll come after you. That's Jim M, that is. Baddest motherfucker I know. Are you on the cider tonight? Are you supposed to get it? Basically, I want an Umarex to do the SG44. Yeah, it'd be great. David said, want some AIDS? No. Need some? Yes. Yes, of course you do. The off-grid Grinch said he's not loaded. I can't take him seriously. You have to take him seriously. Chris said, it's the cockades from Africa. You want AIDS? I'll give you AIDS. You want AIDS? I'll give you AIDS. Just depends how well I know you. If I know you well enough, I'll give you it for nothing. Steve said, get explosive tipped crossbows. I know someone in the UK who did that and went to prison for it. So don't bother if you're in the UK. Y2 Slow, he said, can I buy something with you? Yes, you can, right? Someone put in the word exclamation mark shop, and then you can go to my shop and buy something off me. Yes, yeah, there's stuff on there. Pete said, with him you can't trade Mike for anything. No, exactly. But no, I know a bloke went to prison for having explosive. Well, he went to prison for other things, but amongst other things that they used against him were the fact that he had videos that had what do you call it? Explosive crossbow bolts, tipped bolts. Yeah, I'll buy that for $1 exactly. No, you don't need a license for anything I sell. Y2 SLO, you don't even need to be over 18 for anything I sell on that shop. Go and have a look. Go and have a look. Exclamation mark shop. It didn't come up for you Y2 Slow, but it came up above. Yes. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Don't need a license for anything, mate. Not the stuff I sell. Peach, you been having any cocktails? Do you know what, Pete? My head went to me. Pete's probably going to get to bed in a minute, which totally makes sense. Good night, Peach. Before you go, though, have you had any? What's your latest cocktail you had? And what did I say this was called? A champagne. What? A champagne, which is quite difficult to say. A champagne is what I want to call it. Champagne. Good night, Peach. Love you, mate. Take care. I'll speak to you later, mate. Good night. You had a Long Island iced tea, did you? Nice one. The off-grid Grinch had any idea if they're planning or licensing air rifles or crossbows? So, in all honesty, mate, from the stuff I've heard, air rifles, they haven't really mentioned it. Pete said too much booze, much of booze, and tastes good. So anyway, the good night, Peach. The crossbows, though, a lot of people really, really, really think they're gonna do crossbow licenses, but I don't think they will. I'll tell you why. Now, it doesn't mean I'm right when I say this, but just from experience of taking notice of the law changes, normally when the government are going to change the laws, they don't hide it. They're fully in on it. They don't go, no, we're not going to change them. They've never done that. If they're going to change the laws, they go fully on. They tell everyone, we're changing the laws. This is, and what they've done with crossbows is pretty much keep saying, no, we probably won't change the laws because we think they're strict enough as they are anyway. That's all they've said. So I suspect they won't, because normally if they're going to, they just go full on out on it. They don't argue about it. They don't. Do you know what I mean? Now, I may be wrong about that, but every other law change they've ever done, there's never been any argument about it ever. Not at all. It's just been straight on. We're changing the laws. They're going to be banned soon. There's never been no, we think the laws are fine how they are. But that's what they say with crossbows. They keep going, no, it's fine how they are. It's already restricted enough. You know what I mean? So I suspect they won't, but I could be wrong. The fact that Windsor shooting thing, if someone got onto Windsor Castle grounds with crossbow and they didn't ban them then, that's it. Like when politicians get shot or like royalty gets threatened, that's normally when they, you know what I mean? Or some kind of massacre happens. You can't really massacre people with crossbow, though. You can, but it's never happened, luckily. But you know what I mean. Corky McCockerel. I don't have any ninja stars because they're illegal to own in the UK now. Thank you, Pete. Space Cadet said ninja stars long time banned. Thank you, Space Cadet, as well. I don't sell any guns. I could sell you an air rifle face to face, but I do sell knives and that. But you'd have to prove you was over 18. If you go onto my shop, you'll see exactly what I sell. Do I know anyone out west of Manny? Don't know where that is. The off-grid Grinch said, my only fear is that they do some crap and I don't know about it and fall foul of some. Yeah, I'll tell you what, off-grid Grinch, that's why you need to subscribe to me, because I'll always let you know. Because do you know why I'll always let you know? Because I have to know as well. Because if I don't know, I could fall foul of it. So I'm lucky that I know some people who are always I look into it every other week anyway, and I know other people who are constantly looking into it. So they'll always let me know, like, instantly. But no, you need. But I do a lot. Probably my most popular videos are basically gun and weapon laws in the UK, because I have to know, because they changed the laws at one point to do it's something to do with the crime reduction, crime prevention thing, that you have to be very, very careful with what you own now. Everything has to be legal. If they came around here and they found anything that they could arrest me for, they could take all of this and make it very, very, very difficult to get back. Now, I could, but it would probably cost me a lot of money to get it back, because what it is, when they take all your weapons away and then say, sorry, you got to go to court to get it back, it's technically, unless you're getting done for an actual criminal offence, and I think even if you are, then to get your weapons back, it's classed as a civil case. Civil cases, you can't get legal aid. Only criminal cases you can get legal aid, which means a free solicitor. Without a solicitor, trying to get your weapons back in a court case is probably not going to happen. So you have to get a solicitor to help you to just get it done. Even a cheap solicitor would charge, I don't know, but it's getting on for like 250 quid an hour, something stupid like that. And then you have to go maybe 3 or 4 times. So you're then getting on for like £2,000 just to get your weapons back. that weren't illegal in the first place. None of the weapons were illegal, but they was allowed to take them away because of the crime reduction, crime prevention thing. So that's why people like me, I have to stay. I know it's a misnomer. I think that's the right word. I have to stay super legal. You know, I have to be fully legal. But you know, you're legal or you're not. But you know what I mean? I have to make sure everything is legitimate. Everything. There's no grey area with anything I have because I can't risk it because they could fuck me over and I don't have the money to get my stuff back. I'm lucky. I think if they did take all my stuff, I could potentially do a crowdfunder, and I think people would do it just to prove a point. You know what I mean? Because if I could do that court case and win it, that would help other people get theirs back. Do you know what I mean? But it's not easy, and it's not something I would like to rely on. Basically, they said that sucks so bad. It's fucked up. It's fucked up, mate. Yeah, you have to be really fucking careful nowadays. If you're like, you know, if you want to have a big collection, because what you can see there, that's a tiny percentage of what I've got. That's a tiny percentage of what I've got. I have another display over there, box full of stuff over there, massive box over there. I've got 21 crossbows. You can see one of them there. You know, and they could take all of that if they found one illegal thing or some kind of criminal activity happening. And that could be as simple as having I don't know, one of the banned items that you didn't, because how many people know the 21 offensive weapons that you can't own in the UK? How many people know that? So you could easily have one of those items without knowing. And that's not your fault. You shouldn't get done for that if you didn't know that. Because the thing is, ignorance of the law isn't a defense. But I think in a way it should be. If you don't know what you have is illegal, not everyone keeps an eye on the laws, do they? How can you? I only do it because I have to, because I can't lose my shit. Basically, only ever convicted once. Court process went on 6 months. Yeah, that's what I mean, mate. They make you go back and you go back and you go back and you go back. And if it's a civil case, you have to pay for that solicitor every single time. I think that can be between 200 and 300, 250 to 300 quid an hour each time. You imagine that? That goes on for months. Off-grid Grinch said the old Bill is actively looking for ways to take people's shotgun and firearms away nowadays, especially Devon. I know, it's fucked up, mate. It's horrible, isn't it? It ain't right, and it's not fair. Yeah, it's fucked up. So yeah, if you ever want to keep up with any UK weapon laws, I know I'm sat here having a drink tonight. This is a recreational stream, you know what I mean? My actual videos are more serious. You know what I mean? We're having a laugh tonight. But I can get a bit serious. Yeah. If you want to know about any UK weapon law changes, keep an eye on my channel, sub me, and I'll as soon as I know, you'll know. And often I'll get to tell you before the fucking like BBC will tell you, or you know, and you know what I mean. Before other people will know, and especially with certain things, especially with weapons, I noticed because there are bigger UK weapon channels than me, but a lot of the times they're not interested in the same things I am, as in with the laws. There's some really, really good channels out there. Let's go the Gladiatorial. He's great, but when it comes to like the offensive weapons stuff being banned, he barely mentioned it because that wouldn't affect him. You know what I mean? Now, when the sword bans came in, he was on it straight away. But he should be telling everyone about all of that stuff because that's important to the people who people who watch him, they need to know about, you know, stuff getting banned, because fucking hell, the shit you could lose. It's not fair and it's not acceptable. You know what I mean? But no, I don't know definitely, but in regards to the crossbow laws, it's a weird one. From my experience, and I've taken a lot of notice of it, usually when they're going to ban something, they just say they're going to ban it. There's no fucking going around the houses with it. It is just, we're going to ban it. This is when we're going to ban it. Weird thing with crossbows, they've never done that. They've always gone, no. Most of the time, they've either said, we'll think about it, or they've gone, no, actually, we think it's difficult enough to get them anyway. What they are doing, so they are going to do something. They are doing something saying that. It's just come back into my head. They are doing something. It's not licensing, though. They're going to make it more difficult to buy them. And I think that will be... Now, you're supposed to do this anyway. This is the thing. They're saying they're going to bring in like multiple steps to buy crossbows and knives and shit. You're supposed to do this anyway. When you buy a knife, you're actually supposed to prove your ID to the website, right? That's not the only thing you're supposed to do. You're also, when that knife comes to your house, you're supposed to show a human being ID. That doesn't happen. Even the companies like Henny Haynes, they don't do it. That is actually something that is supposed to be happening right now. And there's nothing wrong with that. That stops... It doesn't stop knife crime. If a kid wants to get a knife, they'll just take a kitchen knife out there, kitchen. But that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to stop people getting weapons easily. And that's what they're supposed to be doing with crossbows now. They're supposed to be making it more difficult to... You're supposed to show ID to human beings more often, basically, before you get them. But that's already supposed to be a fact. You're supposed to already do that. So I don't know why that's... Yeah. Space Cadet said, best thing to do is look for a gun. Yes, exactly. Steezy said, it makes me sad when women can't even carry pressure spray and taser on the night out. You know what, Steezy? I get you there. Totally, mate. 100%. Yeah. I think with, especially pepper spray, I think potentially there should be a reason certain people should be able to carry that. Yeah. I can get that. Yeah. I don't think it'd ever happen though. I do videos showing what you can legally and can't carry. So take a look at that, because I've got I think I've got a woman's legal self-defense video as well. Yeah. Aldria said those guns are fake. Are they? I don't know. They look real to me. I don't know. Maybe they're not. I don't know. Maybe I'm unaware of that. Eldriz 462. I don't know. Apparently you're telling me. Hello, Rob Locks, Clarence Lundy. How are you? You right? Off-grid said toxic. You can own an AR in California. Pump action model. Now semi-auto 223 common fox round. Nice. I'm gonna have to have a piss again in a minute. Don't forget to like the stream though, everyone, please. And could someone do me a favour? Could you refresh the stream and then tell me how many likes there are on it? Because I'm curious. Space Cadet said, "Pale." Yeah, do you know what Space Cadet Pale Packs do? I like Pale Packs because they actually do the thing they're supposed to do. They ID you at the checkout and at the door. Although, I'm pretty sure when my air rifle got dropped off at the door, I didn't have to do it. Henny Haynes, right? Henny Haynes, they have my ID. That's fair enough. But I'm supposed to show ID. You're supposed to show an ID at the door when someone gives you a knife. When you buy a knife, there's supposed to be a sticker on the package saying it's a knife, right? And then when they hand that package to you, you are supposed to show your ID. That's legally what you're supposed to do with a knife in this country, right? Henny Haynes, which is like a good legitimate company, even they don't do it. Space Connect said they had shit hot blades now not listed due to laws. Yeah, but I see this knife here. I bought that from Henny Haynes. I almost felt like messaging them saying, do you know that the bloke who delivered that knife chucked the package on the floor and then fucked off without knocking on my door? That bloke could get done for that. But I ain't gonna, I'll mention it on here, but I'm not, I felt like it because it pissed me off. Because the amount of fucking hoops I have to jump through to get shit like that. And then some prick, that package did have a picture of a knife on it. And it said on the package, this package has a knife in it. The person who receives it has to show you ID to prove they're over 18, right? Yeah. He didn't. He just chucked it on my doorstep and fucked off. The doctor said, this guy, just another half an hour. Well, I wasn't sure if anyone wanted to come on dropped. Everyone said maybe, apart from Persia. And I think you can hang on. Give me a little bit of time. I'm enjoying the chat. Steve, it's all right for you, Persia. Dropped. It must. What time's it where you are? 8 o'clock? I love you, Drop, though. Don't worry about it. I need a piss. You not talk to yourselves for a minute. Right, I'm going to play a clip. Too late. Right, here's how to determine how quick I will be. Right. Drops in. If you listen closely, you can hear his ass will sing Miley. I don't think I did. I can't remember. I did fart then. Okay. I didn't. I actually didn't wash my hands that time. Couldn't be asked. Thing is, we don't need to get onto that. Don't make me distracted. I'm only touching my penis. My penis is one of the cleanest parts of my body. I don't know why everyone gets hung up with that so much. I touched my cock, right? My cock is super clean. It's all right. It's super clean. Where am I? If anyone wants to definitely do a after party chat, let me know. Say I definitely will. Because the only reason I haven't gone in already is because I think, apart from Persia, most people either said I'm going to bed or or said maybe. Maybe to me meant maybe not. You know what I mean? So if you definitely want to have an after party chat with me, say it. Do I have a Glock with a switch? No, I don't. That's pure again. I keep forgetting to mix it. Francesco, what do you pay by bank transfer? What do you want to pay for? Cock shots? Feet? Cleavage? You want to see my cleave? I can show you arse cleave or chest cleave. My fucking penis is super clean dropped, ain't yours? Hello, Penny. Sorry, I've said, where do I buy a Switch or should I 3D print it? Do whatever you want if it's legal, mate. Back ass. Off grid said I would, but I'm out of run. Where are you off grid anyway? Where do you live, mate? Where do you live? Basically, the only Glock Mike has in his pants, definitely, mate, definitely. And it's super fucking clean. My fucking cock is cleaner than my hands. And if yours isn't, you need to sort your life out, mate. Glock 12.3. That's very accurate there, dropped. That is very accurate. Yes. Did you go for a piss? Did you clean your hands? Why? I touched the cleanest part of my body while it let out some wastage. You know, it's not like I'm fucking ramming my fingers up my arsehole, is it? Get a life. Sorry, I've said, champion, don't drink shots yourself. I got some vodka downstairs, mate. I got some vodka. So no one still has said they're definitely coming on for a late night live stream. No one has. Troubled Chap said, can you crank your hog real quick? I can do some zipper action. The best you're going to get. The drop D got rid of this, but I'm going to do it anyway. There you go. Sounded rough, didn't it? The drop said, if you could make it down the stairs more. No, I'll get out there, dropped. I'll definitely get out there. No, I'm not going to bed for ages, mate. Hello, Phoenix Aries. Maybe we'll make it 1:30. We'll make it 1:30 and I'll fuck off. Or I'll tell you what, I'll make it 1:30, or if the viewers on this live stream dip down to less than 15. Dropped it, just me and you then. I reckon so, dropped. No, I think Space Cadet will come on. Hello, Pentagram. He said, finally, some good content. Something we can all look up to and appreciate. Thank you, Pentagram. Yes. Yes, you can look up to me. You can always look up to me. Although there's very few people I've known, apart from children, who can look up to me. But still, you can look up to me. What's the word? Not proverbially. Fucking, that's not even a word. But you can look up to me. Basically, it's ever watched Sir Henry of Rawlinson. I know that, but what is that? I know what that is, Space Cadet, but I'm not sure. I know I've heard of that. The drop said, which is funny because in person you have to look down. Yeah, so you got me. Kevin, how you doing, mate? Bill, nice to see you home, mate. Hope you're doing good. Chaos BC said, your face is behind the chat, technically, looking down at you. Yes. Off grid said, I'm only 1.60 meters. I'm going to have to look up how much that is. Henry Rollins, hello, old cobber. Henry Rollins, yes, I know who that is as well. How much is 1.60 meters in feet and inches, bastard?
To convert from meters to feet, multiply unit of length by approximately 3.
Shut up, you tosser. It actually did. Actually, shut up. Right. Off grid Grinch. I tower over you by about an inch. How to? My police record says I'm 5'6". I'm actually probably 5'4". Space Cadet. The servant washed his hands against the tree before entering the kitchen. I tower over off grid then. By about that much. It makes a difference when you're that short. Old Cobber said, I used 1400 grit to shine up my quail's egg to a mirror finish. Nice. Nice. I don't know why you're shouting black flag. What's black flag? Fuck's black flag, motherfucker. I said black fag then. That's a cigarette that has a licorice rizzler. Oh, Henry Rollins. Did you know Henry Rollins is? Oh, I didn't know his band was. So I know Henry Rollins. I didn't know his band was Black Flag, but I know. Did you know that Henry Rollins actually does stand-up comedy as well? He's actually quite a funny fucker, but he's actually proper funny. Nothing wrong with RuPaul, Chaos BC. Space Cadets it is a post-war period W camp in the back garden. Oh, I'll get you, mate. I'll get you. Who leg can't said, whom are we shooting? No one. Not shooting no one, mate. IKEA shark. That's not a FAMAS. It looks like one, though. But don't be ashamed that you didn't get it right, because no one, I don't believe anyone's ever got that right. That's a Narinko Type 86S ballpark rifle. Drop said, I sent a thing by him for you to read. Metallic and Persia did, but not you. What was that? What was that? Send me it again. Send me it again, Dropped. Shame, really. Yeah, but that's just me, Drops. I do shit like that, and I don't mean to, though. Just call it a Narinko FAMAS. Do you know what I say to that? And I didn't shit myself either. If you're liking the stream, that's the kind of content you only get on OnlyFans. 3 people left when I did that, by the way. Dropped. If I do miss these things, just be aware that I do love you, mate. I think you're fucking great. You are generally one of my closest friends. All right. But sometimes I miss things due to drink and family situations. They just flying this rally bill. I can be a freak show. You know that. Optimistic said, is this 4chan K live? Fucking hell. Is that bayonet real? Yes, it is. Don't forget. Jot says, stop jerking me off, mate. You're too pretty for that. Just being honest, mate. I'm a loving, caring person, and I fucking love my friends. I do. I do genuinely appreciate my friends because I don't really have many. I used to have a lot of friends, right? But when I went to prison, I found that none of them, apart from the proper old school I'd known from like the age of fucking like 8, I knew they weren't my friends. But you don't question that until the shit hits the fan, and then they really show if they are or they aren't. You know what I mean? And the ones I'd known as a child, they fucking visited me in prison, and the day I got out of prison, they came and saw me. Came into this room 26 years ago. Came into this room. No, not 26. 24 years ago. Came into this room the day I got out of prison and spoke to me. You know. My other mates didn't visit me while I was in prison. Didn't come and see me when I got out, and have never spoken to me since. So they never were my friends. You know what I mean? Fuck them. So I appreciate the people I have now, but that doesn't mean that I try to be the best friend I can be. That's a difficult thing for me sometimes, though. That mean, yeah, I do. I think I try to be the best friend I can be to people, but sometimes it is what it is. Other shit fucks you over, doesn't it? You know what I mean? Stankin' Queef said, that's a single shot Remington 1902. No, it's not. But what a great name, though. Stankin' Queef. I love it. I love it. Space Cadet said, was Sir Henry Rawlinson's end? It was on YouTube. Yeah, I've heard of it. I'm sure I have. I'm sure I've heard of that, Space Cadet. I shall have a look, mate. I'll have a look. Bill said they just plain don't reciprocate. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. But well, that's the thing. That's the thing. I have better friends now who I've never physically met than some of the people I hung around with for years. Because they only hung around with me because of a name and a reputation. I mean, that they sort of progressed their sort of status in life. If they hung around with me, they knew that people wouldn't treat them a certain way. I mean, and that's why I appreciate people that, there's loads of people that my real friends, but I've never met them. But that doesn't matter. I mean, because you don't need to in this day and age. Yeah, it is what it is, Space Kid. Exactly. But don't ever think I don't appreciate you. Anyone who I've ever called a friend, I struggle with. I don't know. When I get a little bit drunk, I can be more open with myself, or open with people. I've always struggled with my emotions. You need to realise that. So I'm well up for hugging people. I like, if I ever met you, I'd definitely hug you. And if you'd let me, I'd give you a fucking kiss. Even if you're a bloke. And I don't mean, if I'll kiss you on the fucking lips if you want. The old Italian gangsters used to do that, and that's nothing homosexual. It's just an affection thing. I'm up for that. That's just a purely affection, right? I've hugged my mum once in my entire life as an adult, and I shook my dad's hand once in my entire life. So that's how I am with my family. And my twin brother, and my other brother, but like my mum and dad, it wasn't a thing. You didn't do that. And when I used to hang out with my friends, the girls I knew always wanted to come up to me and hug me, and that was very weird to me, but I loved it because it was nice to have that affection. I'm not saying my mum and dad didn't love me. My dad was fucking amazing, so was my mum, fucking amazing. But I think they're both weirdly emotionally stunted. Like my dad never hugged me as an adult. It was my mum. It was my mum. I think I hugged my mum once at her own mum's funeral. Right? Now, if I met you, I'd definitely hug you. And if the situation was right, I might give you a little kiss, a little peck on the cheek or whatever, if you're a woman or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like because that's the kind of interaction I want, but I never had. You know what I mean? Yeah. Penny said, I just have Metallica in my... Penny, I love you. I think you're fucking awesome. But I know what you mean, though. Yeah. Bill said, I like the whole crew more or less on here. They're good, aren't they, Bill? This is a good community. But yeah. Penny said, I'd give you a full-on smacker. Penny, I would you. Right on the... when me and you meet, we'll have a good old little, a full-on smackaroo right on the lips, eh? Isn't it, Penny? Definitely, yes. Yeah, exactly. But and the drop, but that's that's just an affection thing. You know what I mean? Because for years I never had that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. It's just a weird thing, but you can tell I'm drunk now because it's getting into slightly weird confession mode. But but yeah, I can't remember what I was talking about that now. Hello, Abraham. Hello, Felipe. Was we talking about that? And I will at past. I will come out and do a late night live stream. The private chat in a bit. I'll get ready in a minute. Poke G said, "Do you have any Western revolves?" Yeah, there's one there, mate. Look, there's one just there. Sorry, there's one just there. Penny said, "Can we each grab a chick?" Yes. Just don't be too rough, otherwise I might let out a fart, depending on what I've been eating. Or do you mean my face cheeks? John said it was half an hour ago. I know it was. YouTube has become like a computer game to me now, and I've started trying to beat the last score of the last live stream. Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. I realised it the other day. It's becoming like a fucking it's like a computer game. You've got to beat my highest score from last time. Why do you think I keep asking how many likes we got? We've got to beat 119. 14,000 was the best we did for views recently. The off-grid Grinch said, hypothetically, if you could CCW any pistol, which is, I'm not sure, mate, because I have thought about it. I quite like revolvers because at least you can have a revolver essentially ready to go, and you don't have to cock it. You can get a revolver out and pull the trigger, and it's done, without essentially having a bullet in the chamber. Although it is in the chamber, but unlike an automatic where it's got to be cocked, and I don't like the thought of having an automatic with a bullet in the chamber, because even then you still got a pulled hammer back, don't you? I'm not sure with certain guns. There's a lot of guns now, so I do like the thought of if I was in a country where you could concealed carry a gun, potentially a revolver, because it's ready to go but reasonably safe. You know what I mean? The thing is, I used to read a lot about guns. I used to like fucking loads. I still have loads of books about guns, and I used to properly research them just because I was obsessed with guns at one point. Not so much now. So I don't really know. I don't know what there may be sort of like a sub-nose. Yeah, a revolver, because it's essentially got one in the chamber, but it's a bit safer than an automatic with the bullet in the chamber. Because if you don't have the bullet in the chamber, you've got to rack it to get the bullet in chamber. You know what I mean? Yeah. So maybe some kind of reasonably small concealable revolver, I think. That's what I think I would. But I don't know, because I haven't researched any modern handguns for a while. By the way, I hope everyone's been enjoying the streams. I have. It's all right. It's been a good night tonight. And I will do a late night one in a minute. So what I'll do, in about 5 minutes, this live stream will stop, and I'm going to pack up and go outside, and then do another live stream for maybe like 15 minutes, and we're going to get people on camera with me. It'll be a vertical live stream, horizontal live stream. So if you do want to join that, send me an email. Drop said this is shirt makes a difference. You can thank Penny for that. I love it. I was going to say I got my hearing aid. Thank you, Penny. I do appreciate that. I'll put my hearing aid in now. Thank you, Penny. Yes, and I do need my microphone. Love you, Penny. Bill said, if you have a safety, you can carry most modern auto pistols around in the chamber. As long as the safety is on, revolvers don't jam, and no shell ejection. Yes, yes. Yeah, I think I'd go for a revolver. I think I'd go for some kind of revolver that's got decent stopping power, like as Drop said, like 38. Because ain't 38 about the same? 38 is the same size as 9mm in it, I think. Because I've had 38 blanks they're just shorter, aren't they? I think I know 38 revolver blanks are the exact same thickness as a 9mm. They're just not as long. I don't know how that works out with bullets, though. Basically, does anyone here think they can quick draw? Right. Before I go off, I potentially think I could, because I used to practice it with my guns. And me and my younger brother, who's my younger brother Jimbo, who's 9 years younger than me. So at the time, I was about, let's say he was like 15. I would have been about 24. We used to sit in here, and just as a laugh, we'd watch films of that, and then we'd get the blank firing guns out, and we'd practice quick drawing on each other. And we also practiced putting the shells, the bullets, on the table. You'd have a revolver each. You'd have to pick it up and see who could load all 6 up the quickest, and then shoot the opponent. Shit like not with working blanks, but with dead blanks. But you still had to fucking get cylinder open, load it up, bang, or whatever. Or maybe we'd just do one. You'd have to both have a revolver next to you, grab the revolver, open it, get one in, and shoot. And yeah. So I probably couldn't. I'm not going to pretend I think I could, but we used to practice it years ago as a bit of fun. Hello, King Cars. Hello, Andy. Yeah. But yeah, we used to I still love doing that. That was in this bed. That was in this bedroom. I've lived in this house for fucking 40 years. I've lived on this. My family have lived on this road. I've lived on this road all my life. Lived in this house 40 years. The other 5 years was in the house next door. Yeah. We've lived on this road since the very first house was built. Right, it's past. Let me just finish that and then we'll go off. Right. So, anyone who has the sense to do it, please do it for me. If you would like to join in a conversation after this privately, you need to send me an email. All you need to do is email me saying, Mike, I'd like to join. And that's it. That's all you have to do. But please do send me an email, because when I'm drunk, trying to fucking send you emails, that's fucking hard work. Because I have to do so much. Replying to one's easy. Writing one out is a fucking bastard. So, please do that. Drop said, I'll be on the next one. Penny wants to walk the yard. Fair enough, Drop. Well, we'll be on for AIDS anyway. Maybe she'll see us. But basically, I practiced when I was a teenager. So, can someone write exclamation mark email in the chat for me? 35 people watching. Don't forget to like the stream. Yeah, and then you can email me, and then you can come and have a chat. Bear Pants said you look like a talking fun. That's better than the fucking when I get described as a potato. Rat Tracer said, hello, tough guy. Who are you talking to? I think I'll finish that champagne. Sassy said, I know who you would have voted for in America. Who do you think I would have voted for? Who do you think I would have voted for? And then I'll tell you who I would have voted for. Give me the options. That wasn't bad, now, because that was actually quite a decent champagne. Off-grid, I'll catch you on the next one, sir. Thank you, Off-grid, Grinch. I appreciate you watching, mate. It's been nice having a chat with you, mate. I really do appreciate it. It's nice when you can have a proper chat and just, interact and, have a bit of fun and learn something, essentially, innit? There you go. Off-grid, Grinch. Thank you for watching, mate. I do appreciate it. See you next time. Basically, I'm not tired. I'll email you though. No, Cam. That's all right, mate. You join in however you want, mate. You're all good. I trust you, mate. Join in however you like. If you want to just sort of sit about and listen, that's fine. I'm fine with that. It's only a couple of the people who aren't used to it, because there are a couple of old school regulars who were on all the time, but they're not now. When they come on and they see people sat in the background, they're like, oh, who's that? They don't realise that you're more regular than they were. Do you know what I mean? So, if I wouldn't have you on there if it wasn't acceptable. Do you know what I mean? Right. Thank you for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. I am gonna stop this live stream and then I'll start another one in about 5 minutes. Nah, fucking 5 minutes. It ain't gonna be 5 minutes, you know that. It might, as quick as I can be, maybe 15 minutes. I don't have a lot to do though. I just need to get the shit off my bed. I've got a load of knives on my bed. And get out there. Especially those, fuck them all. Yeah, I don't fuck them all. Right. I just need to clear up my bedroom quickly. And then I'll be out. So 15 minutes, right? Thank you for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. You're all fucking awesome. I love you all. I'll see you in a little bit. I'm only going to stop this and start a new one. That's what I've got to clear up. All that shit. That's my bed. See you later, motherfuckers. Good night, everyone. Thanks for watching. I'll be back in a bit. See you later.